Ha? Ay, Uncle Vince, na naman problema mo? Parang sama ng tawa mo. Ha? O meron? Uncle Beans, sagutin mo ako, Uncle Beans. Lumabas ka dyan, Uncle Beans. Teka, wait lang. Nagtanggal ako ng salamin. Hindi ako makabasa. Lahat tumatawa lang ibawal. Bakit nga? Ang delikado, di totoo yan. Anong hindi totoo? Yung tawa ni Uncle Beans? Ano? Huh? Hey, Drab. But yeah, good evening, everybody. Kamustang mga buhay? Hugas pa ako, plets. Hala! Hindi pwede. Gusto ko manood, di ko pa nasimulan to eh. Tapos pag ikaw na yung naglaro, yan naman na, skip mo na, ganun. Nood ka muna sa stream ko, tapos skip mo na lang yung sayo. Teka nga. Ay, hindi pala ako naka-diamond painting today. Kasi nakalimutan ko. Kakauma. Uy! Ala. Si Meow na tinawag na ng uma. My goodness. Tinapos ko lang yung event kanina. So, ayun. Nag-uma. Uma na. Te, naumay na ako. Te, kaninang umaga pa ako uma na uma. Naubos ko na yung ano. Hindi naman naubos, pero like, I wasted a lot of like, the orange thing. To like, because like, I was trying to get 290k points in the event to get the max limit break. The max limit break. The max limit of the support card. But I did get it though. I finished the event. I mean, I got what I needed. I didn't finish it because like apparently you need to have like 1 million points to finish everything. And I don't have that much patience for that or the resources for that. So, yeah. So tonight we'll be doing Reverse 1999. It's not a MSQ. It's not the main story, but it's a story. It's a side story, and I don't know what. I saw the trailer and it looked fun. They're going to space. Yeah, things have been recently space themed, so I was like, okay, sounds interesting. Yeah, I actually asked Uncle Beans. I was like, is her name Hisabeth? Cause she has like snakes and they go and he didn't answer me. So I'm sad. Hindi minatch ni Uncle Beans yung humor ko. I'm so disappointed. Charing! Tapos nagkikinig pala si Uncle Beans habang naghuhugas ng plato tapos nahulog yung baso kasi gusto niyang mag-ano. Charis lang. Anyway. Huh? Oh. Gagi nawala yung music. Nakikinig. Ay, nagbungki.
I used to struggle with meditation. If so much as a fingertip trembled.
Charing lang. Roll ka nga. Ayoko nga.
Isn't an order. It's a communication.
Puyo po. Isang 10 po. Tapos pag nanalo ako, wala na yung patuto ko. Gusto ko na naman si patuto. Oh yeah, may ano pa, 'di ba? Random ba 'to? Ay, hindi pala. Bobo. Hindi nagbabasa. Saan na yun? Ay, hindi ko pa pala na... Ayun o, 10. Nabili ko na yung kay Fatuto. Andito na si Fatuto. So, hindi ko na kailangan yung ano. Nabili ko na siya last time. Mga hindi pinanggagamit eh. Saan yung ano? Ito ba yun? Ay, hindi. Ah, ito yung ano. Check ko rewards ng sa anecdotes kung iba. 5 star lang ata, diba? 50 pulls yung clear drops mo, oh. 50 pulls ba? Sino kukunin natin? Like, I'm feeling Melania. Because I don't have Melania yet. Roll na dali. Yung mo. Gusto ko yung ano, confirmed. Kunin ko na ba si Melania? Si Melania na lang ata, tsaka si Voyager yung wala. At tsaka si Druvis pala. Wala akong Druvis, wala akong Voyager, tapos wala akong Melania. Who do I get? Melania, Voyager, or Druvis? Mga T, tell me. Magro-roll ako 10 pag sinagot niyo ako. May ano. Ay, wag na lang si Druvis. Melania or Voyager? Voyager? Kaya mo yan. Ayun, sige ko natin si Voyager. Yeah, my God, she's pretty. Kaso wala akong team for Voyager eh. Pull 10 times. Wait ka lang. Oy, Uncle Beans, na-hurt pa rin ako. Nag-joke ako, tapos hindi mo ako hindi mo na-appreciate yung joke ko about kay Hisabeth. Teka nga. Ay, kakakuha lang pala natin ng... wala tayong PT, so okay lang. Safe tayo. Pero like, sino ba ang ano? Nandyan na ba si Fatuto? Red details. May Fatuto na sa ano? Okay, dapat matalo tayo sa pool tapos si Fatuto makuha natin. Sige, mag-story ka na. Malalaman mo kung nang naghihis ba yung snakes niya. Okay, Fatuto. Pool. Fatuto. Ay, hindi. Ano lang. 5 star lang. Hello po, sana manalo sa pool. No! I don't wanna win! I want Fatuto. Fatuto is crown? What do you mean Fatuto is crown? Day. But hello, Bahamut. Sino ba to? Ay!
Good to see you again, mate. See this outfit here? It memorializes a great event.
Who you?
I thought it fitting as I'm headed on a new journey with you. I'm ready and willing, just as always.
Ah, patutuwi parang si Crown. Hoy, grabe. Grabe naman. Nga eh. Ayaw umuwi ni ano eh. Lalaki ba to? Ay, gwapo ti. Kaya nag-pull. Gwapo ti. Sige ti, isa pa. Bobo ka talaga, Meow. Baka tututo ka talaga, Meow. Ayoko na. Uwi na. Tapos ano pala to, no? 4 star lang. Uuwi yan. Ngayong araw. Sino? Si Fatuto ba? Fatuto. Hindi. 5 star pa rin. 50% clear drop si laban mo. Hindi. Maghihintay tayo ng Fatuto ban. Tama na yun, mga te.
I used to hang your clothes immediately after taking them off.
Hindi, 10 pulls lang. Anong last ka dyan? Last ko dyan, mukha mo. Ay, ba tayo? Uy, ang daming namatay. Ay, namatay na napagod. Magre-resub ako pag nag-pull ka pa. Saan ka magre-resub? Ayusin mo. Mag-isip eh. Nag-isip eh. Saan ka magre-resub? Ayusin mo. Saan ba yung resub po? Kailangan specific saan ka mag-resub. Tsaka anong-ano. Kailan. Baka ano eh. Baka utuin lang eh. Dali. Tagal mag-type. Sa FF. Anong FF? Isa FF11 o FF14? Oh my God! 2 months na lang! I can get my free my free shit. Ay? Ay, 100% na pala si ate. Kapalit. Uy! Uy! Wait lang! 100% na ba si ate? Si Pickles naman lagay natin. 100% na ba si Pickles? Ay! 100% na din si Pickles. Sino bang bago? Si Tuesday?
I've never stopped wanting you to get the allure of
FF14. Oh, sige. Oh my God! Thank you, Uncle Beans!
Playhouse near those books. No. Hello, man. I'm writing a report on
Maayos. Magpupul ka sa Cola Banner. Kailan mag-Cola Banner? Ano ba yan yung Assassin's Creed ba? Kailan ba yun? Hindi ko alam.
Aloha! Bonjour!
Gagi, may Recoleta. Hala, may Recoleta pala ako. Sa August, yung ano. Hello, Beast Bank. Sino nga ang team ni Recoleta? I forgot. Pero kaso need ni Recoleta ng P5, di ba? Para maganda siya. Para maging OP. Pero like, doable naman siya.
Welcome to the Arcanum Containment Department.
Uncle Bean, sino nga kagrupo ni Recoleta? Si Patutu. I want Patutu. The thing is, Bahamut, I just pull whenever there's a banner. Cause these people just tells me to pull, you know? Ay, yung kagi, may Recoleta pala ako. Every time I stream a gacha game, they would be like, pull! I was like, and then, yeah, I'm a people pleaser, so. Nagpull ako sa banner ngayon, need ko kasi ng plant. Oh.
Go here. Come in. It's fine.
What do you mean, come in, it's fine? That's scary. What the fuck?
Sometimes children would get
Okay, last pull. Please, give me Fatutu. Matumal ako sa mga plat, lagi talo. Wala. Wala na, GG's. Okay lang. Basta pag umuwi, mag-resub. Hoy, sabi mo magpupull lang ako ng 10 times. Umayos ka. Sabi mo magre-resub ako kung nag-pull ka pa. O, screenshot ko yan. Hindi. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Walang bawi, ante. Ah, hindi pwede yan.
Should I put the playhouse near those books?
Resub sabi mo. Resub, resub, resub. Ah, wala ba tayong ganito? Ay, wala ba tayong ganyan? Saan nga nabibili yun?
Stopped wanting you to get the allure of fear. Naturally.
Anyway, we'll be doing the event now. Ooh, pretty eyes. Print screen.
Space.
Ay, space.
Is it really beyond our
Sabi mo, resub.
We can still save this project. All we need to do is send the monitor into space to collect data as the storm.
Hala, may eyeglasses yung snake niya.
So you mean you want me to become an astronaut?
Are you ever going to tell her the real consequences of the storm?
Oh my god, it's hot.
If this works out, then I guarantee you'll arrive home safe and sound.
Nakihis talaga yung ano niya. Yung snake. Kaya pala Hisabeth talaga siya.
Me to sign this application knowing it means you're all going to die.
Miss Elizabeth, I know this storm isn't just some regular natural disaster. It's not just an old building or some candy in a store that will be taken away. It's the place I grew up and all the people I love.
If we determine the storm will inevitably swallow up the stars, then wouldn't it all be pointless?
Oh.
But if something were to happen, you would be the one to survive. I need you to keep our records.
Oh, that's why they're going to space to check if like the storm affects the...
We believe Voyager 1 will continue to explore the galaxy on and on, traveling into the depths of the universe, carrying with it humanity's spirit of exploration. It is likely to persist longer than life on Earth.
In our short lives, we come up with a lot of questions about the world.
And we have to find the answers for ourselves.
We get to choose what meaning we give to our lives.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
How beautiful.
Wait, so literally si Voyager ano lang talaga? Nasa ano lang talaga siya? Nasa space lang talaga siya. Okay, so that is... We have 25 days to finish it. Teka lang, wait lang. Ayusin ko lang yung aking model cause Kasi lilipad tayo. Lilipad. Punta tayo dito. Alam, may table pala ako. Wait lang, lagay natin yung table. Ba't ngayon ko lang naisip to? Table. Kasi natatabunan kasi ng model ko yung game. Model. Try natin ganyan. May table. Parang bata. Tapos yung chat box kailangan din natin itaas. Kasi natatabunan yung something. Anyway, let's go mga bebe. Ang laki ata ng model ko.
Take a deep breath and relax.
Relax. Teka. Laitan natin yung model. And then yung table. Okay lang man ganito. Ang cute-cute ko ba?
Room my body until it finds its balance. Left. Right. Good.
Oh.
Now,
Sa ano
wave
siya?
to
Sa
the audience and
circus.
say hello. Oh no. I can do this. I'm almost there.
Ay, nabalintong ba siya?
Я могу справиться с этим. Сначала мне нужно...
Almost where? At the end of the
There's
rope.
no absolute direction up there. Up or down depends on the reference you choose.
I think she has the right to know what the storm really is. We will still need to cross the year 1999.
Alia, come home.
Kipperina.
Wait, Kipirina yung ano, 'di ba? Isa sa mga parang ay, ano yun? Parang ano, yung parang something, I don't know. May hinihintay ng iba for like a certain team. Ah!
Vitals are stable. Biometrics
Nahulog,
returning to normal.
log. Siya yung next banner. Get, peg, get. Huh? Are you okay, Koy? After ni Elizabeth, tapos team ata nila, Percarola. Narquel. The Laplace researcher still hasn't shaken off the awareness of her journey. The medic examines her closely, weighing her emotions as she explains the current situation.
I'd heard you'd already left. Never thought you'd be back so quickly.
Nasanay ako ng yung medical staff sino nga yun? Si Mesmer.
It's obvious you care about them. So I'm sure you know what to do when they wake up, Miss Pointer.
Pointer gives a nod, her eyes fixed, scanning the blinking screens beside the bed.
She hasn't suffered any serious trauma. All that Miss Kipperina here needs is rest. But considering her condition, I recommend she stays here a few days longer for observation.
How many chapter is this quest? Pointer doesn't respond. After a long silence, she speaks.
Thank you. What's the status of the
Oh,
others?
her name is Pointer.
Miss Elizabeth is fine. She was awake earlier. For a few minutes anyway. She
Around
signed
20.
a donor card. Managed to get all her other siblings to sign it too. Not sure what we'd even do with them. That gentleman and that little salamander guy did the same thing when they woke up. Anyway, it's no cause for concern. I've seen my share of lunatics just like them. The real problem is determining treatment. There are so many details to pay attention to when dealing with these special patients. The dosage, their drug resistance. And I'm not a vet, you know? I had to seek out some professional consultation. No offense, but I'm glad you weren't part of this attempt. Otherwise, I might have had to face all of this by myself.
Kita mo yun dun sa task list? Ay, hindi ko nakita. Pointer faces away from the bed and looks the staff member straight in the eye.
I may not have approved of their taking on this project, but I'm still on the team. If only the Foundation could devise regulations sufficient to control our staff's recklessness with their own lives.
Maybe they should consider controlling access to Plasma candy.
Ugh, forget that. Even I can't help exceeding the recommended dosage sometimes.
I'll be reporting to the headquarters of the rehab center next month. I'll let you know their average dosage by then. Anyway, I need to write up a visitor schedule. We have to make sure our patients get enough rest.
She's so pretty. The second visitor proves just how necessary a proper schedule can
How's
be.
she doing? I just left the other ward and thought I might drop by.
The new voice is polite and warm, but still startles them.
Hello, Miss Winsong. Her vitals have
Oh!
stabilized. We're monitoring her recovery, but the initial results are positive. We can't say precisely when she'll wake up, but it shouldn't take more than a week.
Good to hear. I'll be by to visit them from time to time, following the schedule, of course. Let me know if it's too much trouble.
She's so pretty. I'm kind of sad I don't have her.
You're welcome to drop by here anytime. The isolation room is soundproof, but do keep it down when you visit the other wards.
Of course. I'm just worried about them, you know. Besides, Vila and August have drowned me in letters asking about the project. More importantly, there's a bond between a teacher and her student.
Why does she have a caliper? Oh wait, is she an architect?
I'll check in on the others.
Or an
If you need
engineer?
any help, press that button to call me. By the way, Miss Pointer, Godspeed to you and your team. A bunch of lunatics working together to reach space. Pretty damn cool, I'd say.
Lunatics. I like that they're just openly calling them lunatics. It's an unexpected and unorthodox compliment. The surprise is written well over Pointer's face.
Ditto.
Are you being serious? Do you think it's possible we could succeed?
Listen to yourself. We. Weren't you quitting the team?
A short silence. After a short silence, they decide not to answer either question. Winsong takes the first step and Pointer follows her into the hallway, pulling the door shut behind them. Di nilaro yung event niya. Di ba? Ako din. Hindi ko nga natapos.
Elizabeth's project. You said it was unrealistic. I don't think you really meant that. But even if you do, why not stay and give them a hand? Their latest ideas for the teleportation disc sound solid to me. This one failure shouldn't be enough to walk away. You've worked with Elizabeth long enough. I'm sure you'd already know if she's pursuing a fool's errand.
I think I got stuck because like you have to do like side quests and it stops you from going to the next chapter, and I didn't finish that stuff. So yeah. Pointer chooses silence again, but this time Winsong presses her concern.
So, what do you really think?
My thoughts are unimportant. All attempts to talk them out of it have failed. And what's worse, the more forcefully I attempt to dissuade them, the more determined they become.
Alright, so lay it on me. Why are they doomed to fail?
I see no reason to expend any energy explaining it.
Winsong gestures at the ward behind her.
Whatever. I'll just have to make my own judgments on the matter.
Elizabeth is an excellent researcher. Sharp and decisive. On those merits alone, she's earned my trust.
Will Pointer be playable
My
though?
analysis points to a dangerous level of uncertainty in this project. The price of failure, even optimistically, could be much worse than a few days in recovery. There could be more permanent injuries. They could even...
Her shoulders shrink in, but her voice remains calm.
My nature compels me to do whatever I can to reduce the danger to our staff. And what does it matter if we make it into space and discover whether the storm affects the whole universe?
And I want to keep my friends alive, okay.
Say that we determine this phenomenon only affects Earth. Then what? We can't leave. We don't have the technology to fly off somewhere else. And if instead we determine the storm is indeed universal, and that it will inevitably swallow up the stars, well, then wouldn't it all be pointless?
Sa
By the
tingin
way,
mo, Uncle
my
Beans,
calculations are clear. The answer is
apektuhan ba
not
yung
worth
space
our
ng
lives.
storm?
That's how you feel. I get it. So why not tell them?
I've been attempting to find the right time to say it.
The leyline scholar shrugs. She has the answer she came for.
Maybe so. Speaking of things to say, I've got some news. and I thought it was better you hear it from me.
Bireflect mo na ako. Masama loob ko. Alam ko pa naman tong part na to. Bakit masama yung loob mo? Ha? Nyari sa'yo, te?
Laplace has decided to evacuate the spaceport. All staff on site are to be relocated before the end of the month.
The Jebs. Sige po, Jebs. Well, sana smooth.
Evacuate? Where to? There is critical equipment here that can't be moved in that time frame. Besides, this spaceport was part of our active partnership with the local government.
She lifts her head, and Winsong doesn't shy away from her gaze.
Ah, we're moving to our real branch in Plessetsk, aren't we? The one on the edge of the Arctic Circle that's proven immune to the storm. This is our storm emergency plan.
You've got it. All Laplace employees are to spend a week in the care center after reporting to Plessetsk. The local staff will be put on paid vacation, as is usual.
They both know exactly when this paid vacation will come to an end.
Elizabeth was also waiting for the right time. And I guess this is it. Sign this for her, will you? Don't worry, it's not a donor card.
The thing I like about this game is like the NPCs and like the NPCs with models and like the playable characters, like you would be like confused on who is playable and who is not. A sheet of paper is held out to
You're asking me
her.
to sign this so that my teammates can stay here and die in the storm.
I'm not asking. I'm only delivering it to you. But they know what they're doing here. That's why I want to help.
I need some time. My analysis won't be objective right now.
Whose signature is this? Is this a doc?
Sure. Just don't keep your teammates waiting. Our time is short.
She places the paper neatly into her pocket, then turns to the glass to watch over the sleeping girl in the hospital bed. A few months ago, none of them could have imagined it would come to this. Oh, does that mean na nag-fail na siya? Yun na ba yun? 18. Anong CO? Bakit may CO? CO. Cry. So, like, probably 20, no? It will be like 20 if, like, the boss will be at 18. The Voyagers. Ano yung title ng chapter 1 and part 1 kanina?
Not long ago, Voyager 2 successfully reached Uranus, marking the first ever exploration of this planet in human history. It conducted an examination of Uranus's ring system as planned. After a temporary orbital adjustment caused by its earlier visit to Titan, Voyager 1 continues its journey towards the edge of the solar system. Their future...
What happened to their future? The staticky but steady voice of the news cuts out.
We already know where they're going and what they're gonna do. Why are you wasting time on old news?
Ooh, look at her model though.
As I recall, we've even got a photo from Voyager 1 taken in 1990. It's stored somewhere in the Laplace archives.
Wait, is Elizabeth human or not?
That's correct. They even have the development reports from CETA.
I mean, is she...
the work done on media burst communication tech.
There's Arcanus and humans. And like, the Awakened. What is she? Just an Arcanus?
But none of the archives mention the whereabouts of the golden records, do they? So, there's a chance we'll hear some new clue this time around. Like, according to the sudden decrease in Voyager 1's mass, it's been speculated that the golden records were intercepted by an unknown entity.
Intercepted? You make it sound like it was stolen by aliens or space pirates.
Space pirates? Why you do that? Anande. Ha! What the fridge? I'm sad. Ah. 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 I don't know why this game always crashes. Like, can I have one moment
should I put the playhouse
of
near
not
those
crashing?
books?
What is this?
That might just...
Oh. What is this? Echoes. Oh.
Not long ago, after a temporary future.
We already know, as I recall.
That's correct. But none of the archives mention them. So there's a chance.
Intercepted. You make a space.
Why don't you get to the point?
Wait.
What's so urgent that you had to switch off the radio?
Oh, I'm making a video. I didn't want the sound drowning out the recording. Should be quiet enough now.
April 1986, Plasette's Cosmodrome.
Laplace researcher.
Wait, do I have to press?
So why was I mad enough to join this project? Call it a matter of personal interest.
I thought it was a video, but it's not really.
Let me introduce myself in a little more detail, in case you're shocked when you get your first look at me.
Yeah, you have snakes on your head.
Are we there yet?
Oh.
This is no way to travel. Let me just slither, please.
Wait, the snake talks. Okay.
We don't have a choice. We're stuck with this most unfortunate mode of transportation.
Introducing 2 of the 9 siblings of the Dubois family, always loudly at odds and proud of it.
9.
Thanks to the cold weather, the others still brewmating, so they haven't yet tested my patience.
Footsteps grow nearer, prompting them to look around for their source.
Welcome. Let me walk you to your office. Your ID card, please. Oh, my apologies.
Oh, they hiss.
My patience just run out.
Lamau. The snake twists its body away with agility, but not fast enough.
Thank you for showing me the way.
It forced what? It is forced to clamp its mouth shut.
Why don't we speed up a bit? This place feels as cold as a goddamn morgue. I can barely talk without shivering. When we get to the office, I'll warn them not to scare our colleagues for the 4th time.
Wow. Look at that. He's so pretty.
Of course. We'll ensure the heat is kept on 24/7 inside your office. Laplace never neglects the little details.
Enthroned as a rebel enthusiast, she's just trying to hide the rudeness of her surprise at seeing the cute snakes. Oh.
Here we are. Go ahead and knock on the door. Miss Pointer should be expecting you. By the way, since you mentioned the cold weather, do you need a thermostat for your lovely pets?
They're not
We
pets.
try our best to meet all of our researchers' needs.
Oh, we're all good. My coat works as a kind of thermoregulated insulator. It should be fine.
Understood. And please note that the spaceboat here is just a part of our local research collaboration. Laplace's official branch in Plissette is actually further north, right on the edge of the Arctic Circle. It has a strict security policy, so you'll need to file an application before visiting. There's no guarantee it will be approved either. Welcome to the Plissette Cosmodrome.
Cosmodrome. Just a few steps out, the receptionist turns back, drawn by a faint sound. The little golden scaled snake flicks its tongue at her, and was that a wink?
Goodbye, little Hissy. Hissy.
The researcher disappears down the hall, and cheerful voices ring out again.
You know what, too? I think the staff here are more accommodating than most types we meet.
Or are you just being more of a jerk than usual? Now stay out of trouble and don't call me by my number again.
Oh wait, Elizabeth is number 2.
Just so you know, I'm perfectly willing to tie you up by the tails if I start hearing about any missing lab rats.
The door swings open, preventing the escalation of their family feud. Wait, they're all brothers and sisters?
I knew I heard someone talking behind the door. Glad my ears don't need tuning. Please, come in. Are you the new researcher on this project?
You've got it. So, I take it you're one of my new colleagues?
Oh, my eyes! What the fuck was that? The new colleague's attitude seems cold to the touch. But once she steps inside and takes in the whole setup, she realizes the details like that won't matter too much.
2 devices, 2 chairs, and 2 standard issue desks. Is it just the 2 of us?
I expected you to be more rigorous as a fellow Laplace researcher. According to official records, we have a 3rd researcher on the team. An attaché from the local government. In theory, anyway. No one has ever seen or heard of them. It's just a name on the notice board. However, if you insist on ignoring our esteemed co-worker, who I mention out of deep respect for our local partners, then correct, it's just the 2 of us. So, what do you think of our setup? It's not so bad. At least we're in full control of our budget.
She sounds familiar. Wait. I need to know. Pointer. Reverse 1999. Right. There's nothing. Okay.
Although I recommend setting those budget expectations low.
Cool. Everything's more or less as I expected. An undervalued project in extraordinary times. What kind of bizarre mind hatched up the idea of teleporting supplies directly into space?
Do you believe our goals are unrealistic?
Not at all. Only eclectic, let's say. And I've always been a fan of eclectic theories. They're often a stepping stone to true discovery. I'm certain that the combination of arcanum and science will one day make up the core of our civilization. We're not there yet, but...
she has fangs.
Perhaps this project will be the next leap forward. So far, the teleport disk we've developed is functional but unstable. It's a one-way ticket capable of travel only within a short distance. But if we can improve its range and stability, I calculate its value to society to be potentially earth-shaking.
Looks like we'll make for quite a team.
She picks up the stack of files from the desk, clearing a small spot to lean against.
But before that, we'll have to make sure our project isn't shut down before it can begin. Which means we need to cook up something worthwhile to put in our report.
To that end, I know you're an expert in aerospace materials. Are there any specific specimens you need? I'll do what I can to source them for you. Oh, but be quick. Our resource applications must be submitted today. The evaluation process and all other little details mean it will take some time to arrive.
Is Pointer an NPC? Because like when I looked up, they just put Pointer is an NPC.
Let me see.
She's so pretty.
I don't have any particular needs for now. How do you feel about fish?
Fish? Even Pointer's keen analytical mind struggles to keep up with the rapid topic change. She pauses a full 3 seconds before answering.
They're fine. As are those pets you've got dangling in your hair.
Cool. Looks like I've come to exactly the right place. No nosy layabouts around to moan about my hobbies.
Are they pets though? I thought they were family.
Speaking of those pets, they're not really pets.
Oh.
I remember mentioning them in my profile. You didn't read it, Whatever, so long as they can hold their own. Then you threw the file into the trash. Am I right?
It wasn't quite so dramatic, but yes. I briefly scanned it for your field of expertise and experience. Nothing else mattered to me.
Still, you should get to know your new colleagues. I'm a Melusine. We have snakes for hair. So they're not pets. They're my siblings.
Oh, she's a Melusine. Okay, I was like wondering like her species. Okay.
Technically, you've got yourself a grand total of 9 new co-workers. Surprise!
That is certainly new information. It's unfortunate that Laplace doesn't pay out their sharpodontes by head.
Maybe I can convince them to go in for every 2 heads.
I wouldn't predict your chances to be high, but a larger food allowance seems appropriate, given your additional mouths to feed.
Mind requesting me a corner office? I need a lot of space for my fish tank. Pets and plants help me cool off.
Whatever you want. Let's just finish the report as soon as possible. Then, we can apply for additional office space. 1 room for each of us. Deal?
Deal.
Agreement reached. Pointer lifts her right hand. A snake stretches forward to gently tap on her palm with its head.
Nice working with you.
Oh! The fuck? That scared me. Nice to meet you. We got an imaginary friend. Okay, we can fight. We will be fighting. I want to try using Tuesday. I've never tried Tuesday. The meaning of meaning. Oh, okay. May 1987.
Everything from there on went smoothly and according to schedule. It was a genuine pleasure working with Pointer. Well, those first days at least.
Elizabeth, did you go to that ley lines lecture yesterday? I couldn't make it. I've been reviewing this data for the last 10 hours. The model is a mess. Something's off. I can't isolate the issue. It could be the system compiler, or the incantation. Or maybe we missed some characters when we transcoded it.
Oh, the lecture? Yeah, Winsong mentioned it when we met her at the canteen a few days ago. Hold on.
The chair swivels halfway and Elizabeth stands, searching before setting her bread aside. A snake holding a data card slithers up to Pointer's feet.
This is Elen. She woke up just a while ago. Elen, meet Pointer. We couldn't all attend the lecture, but I asked someone to take Elen there to observe. Here are the notes.
Oh, damn.
Still haven't stopped being amazed by your siblings' telepathic connection. I wonder if there is an arcane skill that might approximate the same effect. Imagine how much faster we'd be able to share information with it.
It's got its advantages. If you're willing to accept 8 different voices oscillating between a party and a brawl every day in your mind.
Oh, that's so cool. Anyway, cool and not cool. Elizabeth shrugs and scoops up the little snake. It shoots up her sleeve, vanishing into her blue hair to rejoin her siblings.
Hope you don't mind. She's been a bit shy ever since we were little.
That won't be a problem. I'll get it back to you in a few days. I just want to check if the study of ley lines can help with our aeroshell's force analysis.
Is that all? You could have left a message. No need to go out of your way.
Well, and I needed someone to unload a bit on. It's been months since I submitted our resupply application. And there doesn't appear to be any progress. This slow starvation for all of us is a waste of effort. They should just cut the cord and scrap all these projects they feel show no value in the short term.
Look at the silver lining. We're sure to get our new offices.
Office space. The one thing we have in abundance here.
She waves her arms in irritation before slipping back into her usual tone.
Anyway, how are things on your side? I'm free for the moment.
I'm progressing just fine. Take a look.
So, like, this foundation does a lot of research. She steps closer to the desk. Isabeth shifts some space.
Excellent.
And what?
Feel free to let me know if you
Look at so
require any
fast.
help.
Shifts some space and lays out some blueprints.
You know, for all the time we've worked together, there are still many questions left unanswered between us. I'm curious. Why did you choose this project?
The tenor of their conversation has changed since the first meeting. This isn't a test, it's genuine concern. Time has built enough trust between them to ask.
There are many other teams pursuing the combination of arcanum and science. I think one of them is presently working on cleaning incantations and plant-related rituals. Why choose Plesetsk? Is it that you feel your expertise in material science will be of most benefit here? Or do you have a particular interest in the aerospace industry? Don't mistake my intentions.
Why, there's food over
I'm happy you
there.
chose to join our little team. You've performed exceptionally well so far.
If I had to put a finger on it, I'd say it was curiosity. I really want to know where those golden records will end up.
She rolls up the blueprint before setting into a relaxed
Remember what I
position.
told you about my parents? They were studying information technology at Laplace before the first storm struck.
Elizabeth's smile has always jumped around, but now Pointer can't keep up. She knows to wait for the point to come back around.
I can't wrap my head around that stuff. My whole life has been a constant stream of information. You wouldn't believe how distracting it is to have 8 voices in your brain, bothering you night and day. Still, all 9 of us enjoyed reading. Whenever we found a particularly compelling article, we'd divide it up and each focus on a different part. We'd always have a huge brainstorm after we finished. It was a lot of fun, actually. I miss those times. I still remember the day that meteor fell to Earth.
Which one? Which one was that?
Nos derniers rapports indiquent que
When was
Voyager
this?
1 a officiellement parcouru la plus grande distance dans notre système solaire, plus que toute autre sonde fabriquée par l'homme.
Well, look at her. Well, what, if there were 9, why is there like only 2 that was like always shown though? Because it would be too much to render, to draw?
Dépassant Pionnier 10 d'une distance d'environ 69 419 unités astronomiques.
I don't remember where I was or what I was doing, but I remember the broadcast was talking about Voyager 1, and that all 9 of us were staring at the twinkling dot on the screen.
Si la Lune se trouve à près de 400 000 km de nous, à quel point ce petit caillou était-il plus éloigné de la Terre lorsqu'il a commencé son voyage? Incroyable!
Unbelievable.
I never knew the stars above our heads could actually fall into our world. What was happening up there? For all our brainstorms, we never reached a solid conclusion.
Nande? Chapter ano na to?
Where
3?
will Voyager 1 go? Who, if anyone, will find its golden records? When will the stars stop shining? Are there researchers out there just like us living on another planet, looking for the same answers? One little meteor brought us so many questions, and we could never leave a stone unturned.
I see. That's
Di-
why you joined this project.
Dito ako natigil. Ay, nag-start ka na
Immediate
pala.
contributions to society.
Nonsense! Our work is critical to the future of aerospace engineering. We've got plenty of contributions to offer.
This time, she's the one holding up a hand, waiting for a high five.
Was that an attempt to cheer me up? There's no need.
Two
Not
chops
easily
lang
discouraged.
inantok. Palm to palm, their hands meet for just a moment.
You've warmed up a bit.
Yeah, thanks to the 24/7 heating, and because I keep all of us well fed. Speaking of, I'm headed to town to find a restaurant. Care to join me? There's some decent food in Placets now, thanks to the new policies. Do you want anything in particular?
Your call.
Back then, we never thought to ask why our supply application had been put on ice for so long.
Wait, why? Nang-aaway yung snacks niya, no? Di lang puro hiss. Pero nag-hiss pa rin. May 1987. Wait, still May 1987.
They're terminating the project?
Wait. What year was it they started? I forgot. The noise startles the snakes. One by one, they poke their heads out to join the shock. Too bad, the moment's already passed. Pointer doesn't even have time to snap a picture.
I understand, ma'am, but you should know that our top priority after each storm is to restore the Foundation and the LSCC to full function as soon as possible. With our current shortages of resources and manpower, that means cutting all non-essential projects.
Non-essential? Then what is it that counts as essential? Who decided on our priority?
Before the snakes can hiss again in protest, Pointer reaches out and grabs Isabeth.
Calm down, Isabeth. I understand that Mr. Ludwig did his best to keep as many projects running in Placets as he could. We couldn't have stayed here this long if it weren't for him. But he's only a branch leader. He doesn't get to make the top-level decisions.
They act as if all of their essential and valuable consumer technology just popped up out of nowhere.
Bro! Wait, why? Bro, we're so far in. What the fuck? Why they do that? I don't know why it keeps on crashing though. Like, there's nothing in my background that's fighting with it.
Now, should I put the playhouse
Ay,
near
gagi,
those
bakit?
books?
Ulit na naman tayo. Tapos malapit na pala matapos yun. Ay, nako talaga. May 1987.
Everything from there, well...
Tapos may, ilang days lang. Na-cancel yung kanilang... Na-cancel yung ano nila.
We couldn't all attend the lecture, but I
wonder if there's an arcane...
It's got its advantages. Hope you don't mind.
That won't be a problem.
Is that all? You could...
Well, this slow starvation for...
Look at the silver lining.
Office space.
I'm progressing just fine.
Excellent, you know. There are many other I choose. Don't mistake this.
If I had to... Remember what I told you about my... I would always have still remember the day that meteor fell to Earth.
Wah.
I don't remember where I was and that all night.
Si la lune, c'est incroyable.
I never knew the stars above our heads could actually fall into our world. What was happening up there? For all our brainstorms, we never reached a solid conclusion. Where will Voyager... Are there research? One little meteor brought us...
I see. That's why you joined this project, despite its lack of immediate contributions to society.
Oh wait, we're done with this part because like they're asking
Nonsense. Our work is critical to... Was that an attempt to cheer?
Yeah, speaking of, there's some decent food in Placets now.
Your call.
Back then, we never thought to ask why our supply
We're at this
application
part.
had been put on ice for so long.
This one is still like not even a month in. Because earlier it started with May 1987 as well.
I understand with our current shortages of resources.
Non-essential? Then what is... Calm down, Hisabeth, but he's only a branch leader.
They act as if all of their... To think that aerospace engineering has less to contribute than their other projects? Man! They wouldn't even have vegetable packets in their instant noodles without us.
I'm sorry, but our decision is final. Please allow me to finish. As you can imagine, I have several other meetings lined up after this.
Sure. Please continue.
Madame Lucy has expressed that she is not in favor of this decision. To that end, she asked me to deliver a lifeline for your work here. As you know, our knowledge about the storm remains extremely limited. Madame Lucy believes we could better manage our circumstances if we could observe it in greater detail, particularly its extent. She's seeking volunteers from Plesetsk for a project, one that aims to send a monitor into space in order to collect data as the storm arrives.
Two completely different reactions.
What about the other projects? Where will the researchers be assigned if their projects have all been terminated?
Pointer shoots her another look, trying to signal her, but Hisabeth either doesn't notice or doesn't care.
Most will be reassigned to other teams. I'm afraid there isn't much manpower to spare on our work here. That's the deal. If you want to stay on this project, then this mission must become your full focus. On the bright side, you'll have full access to all the resources left in Plesetsk.
He makes a quick glance down the hallway to check no one else is around, then steps closer and lowers his voice.
I believe you two to be the most talented researchers in Plesetsk. And I know you want to achieve something with your work here. Still, I think I should caution you against accepting this task. Sure, if you pull this off, you'd become a legend throughout our organization.
Grabe
There's only
pambobola.
so much value in fame and admiration.
This guy is
What would
nice
happen
though.
if we were to fail?
I'm afraid your best hope would be instant death, and it may be much worse than that. No one knows for certain what the storm can do after all.
He's giving like them,
I'm not sure
you
this
know,
is worth your lives.
say like don't do this. Noticing another researcher approaching from the far end of the hall with luggage in hand, he steps back, readopting his cool professional tone.
Alright, that's all. I just need you to confirm that you've been informed. You'll have 24 hours to respond to our request.
Isa kayo sa pinakamagaling na kilakila ko narinig ko. Trauma yan. After receiving the official documents, Pointer and Hisabeth return to their office. They say nothing for a long time. The weight of the decision before them deserves their silent consideration. Finishing her deliberations, Pointer clears the air.
Hisabeth, I know you're a big supporter of Madame Lucy. But I'm sure you agree this mission is a statistical death sentence. If you're struggling for a way to say no, I'll...
Oh my god, my eyesight! Her words don't seem to have any purchase on her fellow researcher. Hisabeth looks up at her with a puzzled expression.
Sorry, what? Never mind. I've got good news. I just talked to Winsong. She's got a solution to one of our major issues.
Hisabeth waves a hand as she answers, continuing her work.
Wait. Don't tell me you want to volunteer.
Why shouldn't we? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
But have you even considered the risk we'd be taking? Like the liaison said.
I really like this word because I cannot pronounce it. Liaison. Whenever I see it, I said liaison.
We'll have all the equipment we need, with a project that's progressing smoothly, working towards an achievable goal for the common good. It is almost like the universe is within our grasp. All we must do is make our teleport disc work.
It's not that simple. We'd still need an astronaut capable of launching the monitor. Who could we find that would be capable of acclimatizing to a zero-gravity environment under high heat and pressure in such a short time?
That's the good news. Winsung already found us an ideal candidate, an acrobat.
Oh, Elizabeth finishes her task and holds out the sheet to Pointer. A follow-up work schedule. That's the
Here, I made a list
Kipirina,
of
right?
issues we'll need to tackle. Of course, that's only assuming you'll accept Madame Luce's mission too.
Pulling for Snicky? No, I pulled 3 times and she didn't come home, or anyone didn't. No one came home, so
Remember we talked
I stopped.
about space exploration when I first arrived in Placid.
I'm waiting for
You
my
said you wanted to
tutu.
know what's going on up there too. So tell me, what price are you willing to pay for that answer?
Not even a name day. Yeah, name day didn't even come home either. I'm very sad.
Breathe. Let the air find its balance within.
Stop laughing!
Remember what Mr. Kozlov said. You must never be afraid of falling. I just have to imagine myself floating in space. That's right. I will not fall from the fire again.
The circus barker's introduction booms above the blinding lights, followed by a wave of cheers and applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our fabulous wire dancer, the youngest acrobat of the Utrinia Circus.
I thought it was a Utrinyanya, but it's like they just said Utrinya. Ah, my eyes.
Kipirina!
Oh, that's Kipirina. Okay. Are you guys pulling for Kipirina though? Wait, I thought there's gonna be a fight. There's no fight? What the fuck? Oh, there is a fight. Ah, oh my god! We can finally use Wait, where's my team? Fuck, I don't have a team. Okay. Quick lineup. Wait, what's the lineup for this? Is it Willow, Tuesday, SoDB, and wait, Jessica.
Happy to lend a hand.
Calm down and relax. It's just a simple performance, no different from all the ones that came before. Like,
Oh, I call upon you.
wow, that's scary.
The real troublemaker of a guest, aren't you?
Damn. The enemies are too
This way, please.
In the name of darkness.
easy. Lamau.
I tried hope ingredients this time.
Oh, what I mean is they're too weak. Not too easy. Luso yung pangalawa. Okay, we're at part 4 now. Beautiful new things. Ah, woof woof. June 1987.
Kipirina, star acrobat of the Utranyaya Circus.
Oh, it's a Utrinyanya.
Why did I join this project? Well, I guess I'm trying to help in any way I can. Like I always do.
She kinda reminds you of Saber.
The circus is a lot like outer space. It is a performance that exists within an almost weightless world of imagination. Close to reality, but at the same time, unreachable. I've come to love the life that Mr. and Mrs. Kozlov provided for us there. And I never thought it might end.
Huh.
Here I am, Ringmaster. How can I help you?
Mr. Kozlov brushes a little ash off his seat, but when he hears Kipirina's voice, he bolts up immediately.
Oh, hell yeah. No need to be so formal outside of work. Anyways, how is it you're feeling today? I don't want you to be overwhelmed. Take time for a little rest. Old Kozlov can manage things from here.
Wow, that's a very nice boss you have. What the hell?
Please, it was just a thoughtless accident, and I won't let it happen again, I promise. I've fully recovered. I know you're worried about me, but just ask anyone and you'll know I'm not lying. Even Mrs. Kozlov agreed. See, I can even put on my fireworks show again.
Light bursts out from her outstretched fingertip, briefly illuminating the space like midday? Like it's midday. Like a plant drawing in sunlight, absorbing it, storing it, and then releasing it again. A beautiful, if useless, arcane skill.
Oh, more beautiful than ever. It seems you've mastered the techniques that Miss Winsong taught you. There's no doubt our Alia has a budding talent for these ley line things.
Wait, Kiperina is, I think, is a is on meta, right?
Please don't start that again.
Like, I think
They
people are
already
waiting
told
for
Miss
her.
Winsong that they had no plans to leave the circus.
I know. Such a loyal star you are. Oh, but there's something I should tell you.
Uncle Beans, who are you waiting for? Kela Barcarola. Ah. He clears his throat, trying to smooth over the sudden topic shift. Nautica.
It's,
Sino yan?
We're going to hold a show up near Mirny. They say the night sky is beautiful that far north. Perhaps you might even see the aurora.
All of a sudden? But it's so far from here. Are we in trouble?
No, everything's fine.
Bagong limited
It's
lalabas sa
just,
next MSQ. Oh. Mr. Kozlov wrings his hands. Subtlety is not his strong suit.
Actually, Alia, Miss Winsong called me. A friend of hers would like to meet you in Mirny. They work for an organization called Laplace. I made inquiries at the arcane market. They have a good reputation. Someone even told me that they were related to the St. Pavlov Foundation, that big organization that recruits all kinds of arcanists. We are old, Alia. But your life has just begun. If you were to join Laplace or the Foundation, you'd live a much better life than any you could have in our little circus.
If you have this kind of boss, I think I would be like Kiperina. Like, it would be like not wanting to leave, you know?
Do you want me to leave?
Oh, you want me to leave?
No, Alia. We just want to let you have another try. There may be some training involved, but we will not force you to stay. You can quit anytime you like. Natalia and I, we hope you will have a safe and happy life. After that last time when you fell from the wire, we just can't bear to.
Then I'll go, Mr. Kozlov, if that's what you want for me.
Sensing the compromise in the girl's words, the man sighs and pats her head with a broad, fatherly hand.
We don't want you to leave, Alia. But this is an opportunity for you to live in comfort and safety. You're just 15. We don't want you to have to learn what it feels like to scrounge for food in the freezing wild.
They're so nice. He leaves it there. Some memories aren't worth retelling, not to a child.
Let's just give it a try. What do you say? You will always be welcome to come back to the Utranyaya when you want.
Who are you pulling for, Chip?
From your home.
I've always known that.
She smiles, but it's not enough to hide the quiet weight of her insecurity.
Miss Winsong gave you her card, remember?
I forgot where I put it. I figured they wouldn't ever find the need for a living light bulb.
Alia.
So, then have you already planned a route, Mr. Kozlov? Are we traveling overland? When do we set off? And what are we taking with us? What's the weather like in Mirny? Should I pack some warmer clothes?
And then he will say, no, it's only you that it's going there. We're
It's
staying.
been a while since the last time we restocked the medical kit. I'll check it later. We need to prepare for the animals' transportation.
Of course, of course.
Oh, wait.
It's all in hand already. Our Alia, always such a self-starter.
Muttering, Mr. Kozlov turns away. It sounds more like pride than
The
complaint.
class sets a very high standard for its staff. Aralia could only have been chosen if she were very special. Just see how she pays attention to each little detail.
The clever girl waits until Mr. Kozlov has disappeared. She rarely lies, so on the rare occasion she needs to, no one ever suspects. The card's still with her, tucked in the inside pocket of her coat. She isn't sure yet whether she really wants to chase after a faraway, wider world.
Theme song. Ley line scholar.
Trying to gun sa Argus banner. Nakita ko gameplay ni Sneki. Nag-pull kay Sneki. May 6-star lumabas. Plant Argus. Ah!
I still don't get it. What even is the study of ley lines? Is it like arcanist engineering? Or math? I've never seen or heard of anything like it.
Wait, isn't Argus the one in the Argus banner?
If I start to study these ley lines, does that mean I'll have to leave Ukraine
Damn,
forever?
you pulled him on
That I won't
not
be
his
Mr.
banner.
and Mrs. Kozlov in the circus anymore.
She's still waiting on an answer from her mind, her heart, somewhere. So for now, she'll go back to her room and sleep in it. Iwan ko kung panalo ba ako yun.
Был украшен миссис Козловой. Она хотела, чтобы он отражал красоту звезд и невесомость космоса. Какой прекрасный вид. Смогу ли я когда-нибудь увидеть его снова, если уйду отсюда?
It reminds me of like, there would be a Blade banner on Star Rail, right? And then if you put Blade on your standard, like if you lose your 50-50, you will have like a Blade. So like if you pull on a Blade banner, did you win the banner or did you lose to Blade?
Не стоит встретиться с этими людьми из Лапласа. Если я это сделаю, как хочет моя семья, тогда мы все сможем
Nagselos si Argus.
Верно?
She lets her eyes close, picturing tiny specks of light emerging from the velvet darkness behind her lids.
Звезда, две звезды, большая медведица. Это большая медведица и малая.
Basically making 75-25 sa Blade banner. Parang, ewan ko kung ganun ba yung rate. Baka.
Мирный. Не думаю, что мы когда-либо были там раньше.
Tapos kung ako yan, di ba 75-25 na yung light ko, talo pa rin, parang po.
Интересно, если звезды когда-нибудь исчезнут с неба, исчезнут ли они все в один день? А на что похожи их мечты?
She drifts off to sleep. Soon she finds herself walking through Mirny, holding a sparkling star in her hand. Mirny is a place in the far north where you can see the aurora. She hopes it's as beautiful as it is in her dream. Beautiful? What? Is it a gunshot? Oh.
Over there! Keep up! What the hell is that?
What the helly?
But it's so fast!
What the hell?
I've never heard of any kind of critter around here that can pass through walls like that.
I got it! Over here! Help! Quickly!
What the helly? Basically, daya niyo naman Blue Pock. Ba't niyo pinatugtog yung Claire de Lune?
This evil I call upon you. A bloody handprint on broken glass in the name of darkness. Be gone.
What's the story of Tuesday? Because I didn't do her event.
for your session. Your punishment will come.
It seems to be mixed up. This should be fine, right?
Come on, stand up. There's one more round.
The sound of her pursuers fades into the distance. She must escape the darkness around her and move toward the light. Where there is light, there is life, and other voices. Beyond fixing para sa akin. Tinry nyo ba? What is this? A hand slips out from under the blanket, fumbling around until it finally finds the radio switch.
The same strange dream again. It's gotten more and more detailed since we arrived in Mirny. I need something to distract myself. Miss Vinsong and Mr. Kozlov made an appointment to meet next week. Until then, I should continue to prepare for a show. Utranyaya is making its debut in Mirny tonight. It's a new beginning.
She peeks her head out just a little, peering past the tent flap. Across from the circus tent stands a small restaurant, and the distant sounds of conversation put her at ease. The streets of Mirny echo with the steady rhythm of patrolling boots. She hasn't seen the aurora yet, but even so, the novelty of it makes her heart race.
I just need to cheer up and do my best. I guess it's also my debut in Mirny. And first impressions are everything. Maybe Mr. and Mrs. Kozlov will change their minds if I can win over the audience.
She steps out of the tent, ready for her performance in Mirny. First performance. Ah!
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our fabulous wild dancer, the youngest acrobat of the Utrinia Circus.
You know what? Like with like performance based characters, I still think like Isolde's performance was still like amazing. Like they actually like have her sing an opera. I was like, oh my god, for free! And yes, I don't have an Isolde. Oh my god, look at her! So pretty. Right here, heading toward the light, she sees many creatures making noise. The sounds seem to rise above her head. To see more clearly, she pushes through the crowd and looks up. Cheers and shouts, applause, and heartbeats. They circle the figure around like planetary rings. Points of light burst around the figure's silhouette. A few of them feel familiar. These particles were born from the nebula of her home. She looks around, smiling in the middle of the noise. Earth is such a lovely and beautiful place. Yes, it's beautiful. Wait, is she an alien? Breathe deep. Leap onto the wire, twist whatever I cannot read it, that's so fast.
Will they let me stay if I keep giving perfect performances like this?
Isold ko ngayon, nakalimutan na. Medyo sayang yung garment na binili ko para sa kanya, but it is what it is. Ay, hindi na ba meta si Isold ngayon? The doubts buried in her chest begin to stir. On the wire, Kiparina looks back, only to realize there's no one ahead of her nor behind. Oh shit.
Should I move forward or back?
She instinctively, she clenches her fist and follows the cheers with her eyes. For these heights, it's hard to recognize anyone. Oh my god, I'm getting dizzy. There are no friendly faces, no family, she alone on the wire. And that's how it's supposed to be. Just like her dream, a flickering star points the way forward.
Don't stand still too long. They all want you to move on. They all want to see how far you'll go.
She steadies herself to take another step. Move forward. Did she fall again? Medyo underwhelming to almost forgettable burn comp sa endgame. Oh. The show is over, the audience gone. Mr. Kozlov packs away the stage props, his voice booming with pride. Who's your to-go team right now, Chip?
Natalia and I were a little worried for you back there, but it seems our worrying was for nothing. The show was even better than we hoped. You did such a good job, Alia. The audience was thrilled. I knew we came to the right place. I'll ask Natalia to prepare us a proper banquet tonight. Something to reward our darling Alia and celebrate your new job at Laplace.
We still don't know about that yet, but I'll try my best.
I know you can do anything once you make up your mind to do it. And now, I must go discuss tonight's food with Natalia.
He walks off, still rambling. With the props in hand, Kipirina looks around. The massive tent now holds just two small figures. One is her, and the other is the girl from before. What? The other girl from before? The girl seems lost in the performance. She stares up at the stage, her eyes just as bright as the star that guided her to the other side of the rope.
Perhaps she's taking a break, or waiting for someone.
She knows that Utrinyaya never turns away lingering audience members, but talking to new people has never been her strength. Still, the show reminded her, sometimes it's worth taking that step forward, even if you don't know what comes next. She doesn't hesitate this time.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Impromptu, Voyager Barcarola Aleph, Tooth Fairy, or Recoleta Melania Wildcard Sustain. Wow. Oh, so partner ni Recoleta si Melania. Oh. Tas dito pa din Poison Comp at Joe Babel. Joe Babel. Ang lang. Funny lang basahin. Joe Mama, Joe Babel. A score of time.
Мы верим, что Voyager 1 будет продолжать исследовать галактику дальше и дальше.
Ay, Joe Babel ka rin dyan. Ay, may Joe Babel din ako. Joe Babel. Ang wala ka lang, Joe Babel. Ayaw. Kala mo meron din dyan.
Путешествие в глубины Вселенной, несущие с собой стремление человечества к исследованиям,
Kainin ko kayo ngayon.
жизнь на Земле.
The reader catches her new friend's attention in an odd way. She spent the past few days fascinated with the little musical box. Until another voice cuts through the broadcast.
What will the weather be like tomorrow? Maybe we can take a longer walk if it's sunny.
Who is she talking to?
You haven't seen the diamond mine here in Mirny, have you?
The girl shakes her head, sets the radio aside, and waits for Kipirina to speak. Kipirina kneels down. Now they're eye to eye.
Is anything coming back to you? I asked some people around about you, but no one had any
Who
clue.
is this?
Don't worry. Most of us in the circus were adopted by Mr. Kozlov, so he won't mind if you stay with us. He always gives a hand to those in need. And I'm going to meet an extraordinary lady tomorrow. She knows a lot. Maybe she will know who you are. Huh?
Ano naman yung clear din? Favorite song mo ba? May sentimental value ba to sa'yo? Kipirina is used to this kind of blank stare. She's seen it on the faces of children that were lost while they were at the circus. How Mrs. Kozlov had comforted them and kept them entertained until the smiles returned to their faces. She stands up, steps back, and reaches her hand toward the girl.
Hey, look at this.
Wow! A soft glow blooms at her fingertip, warming the tent with its light.
It's my arcane skill. It's not very useful, I know, but don't you think it's pretty? People say it looks like the stars.
The tiny lights serve its purpose. She seems far more at ease now.
I could do it again if you like. Let's try something. Can you spell your name?
Wait. The girl eyes the colorful crooked row of blocks placed in front of her. She doesn't know anything about the writing of this planet, so there's no way to share her name or where she's from. Alien! But this creature wants a name to communicate with her. She understands that much. The blocks form a messy, colorful path. A logic forms in her mind. Kiparina searches for something familiar among the colors.
Long journey. Traveler? Sounds like you just picked these words up from the radio. Did you go on a long journey to reach Mirny? How was it that Mr. Kozlov decided on our stage names? Give me a second. Long journey. We could call that a voyage.
So this is how we meet Voyager?
A long journey. A Voyager.
Wait. Kiparina stretches out her hand and traces the imagined path of the Voyager probe. Wait. Okay, Voyager was out before Tooth Fairy, right? Did she not have an event? Way back 1.0. May event? Wala bang event si Voyager? Yeah, first debut, by the way. Ito yung debut ni Voyager. MSQ yun yung meron ng 1.0, di ba? Hindi, yung 1.0, yung event is si Melania. If I remember correctly. Kasi doon ko na-meet si Melania eh. Tsaka si Diggers. Magkasama sila sa quest. Kaso hindi ko natapos yung event ni Melania kasi naiinis ako sa ano. Nainis ako sa puzzles. Basta sabay siya sa release. Nainis kasi. At saka nainis din ako sa chapter 2 talaga, Morgan. Nag-stop ako agad ng... Hindi ba parang na-release lang si Voyager pero di siya tied to any story at that time? Yun nga yung tanong ko eh. Kasi hindi ko maalala na kung may story si Voyager. Second 6-star ko and a reason why I locked in. I just got her today. I got her earlier. From the... Yung sana nga si Melania na lang yung kinuha ko kasi yun, may katimpa, may Recoleta pala ako. So, wag na lang. Wala lang, gusto ko lang ibalik yung tanong. Sige. The girl watches for a moment and imitates the gesture.
Arena.
It's her! She's an alien. She twists her finger and points to herself.
Voyager.
That you have a stage name, you are now an official member of the Utrinaya Circus.
Dito pa rin i-refer si Melania para maisabay mo kay Recoleta. Ayun lang. Eh, wala na ako Melania. Wala pa tayong Euphoria. Adi, wala din. Recoleta lang meron. Voyager spins herself toward the tent's entrance. A moment later, footsteps and familiar friendly voice arrive together.
Alia, where's that girl? The one who was staring at the animals before? I brought a bunny around for her. I suppose I'll be looking after her now. Because you're meeting those Laplace people tomorrow, right?
Yung free sixer thingy, sino kinuha mo? Si Voyager.
You need a rest, Alia. Now, do as Mama Kozlov says. Go have a nice meal at the restaurant in town and then straight to bed early.
Mrs. Kozlov, I don't need to.
Hush, just go. I didn't cook anything for you tonight. We've already paid the restaurant.
Voyager's head twists, unsure of where to look. Ano na naman, te? Uy! Loko talaga yung aso. Unsure of where to look between the door and her new friend, but in the end, she chooses the fuzzy rabbit. The tent falls quiet again, leaving Kiparina alone, looking helpless.
I'm not just a little kid that you need to take care of. Fine. I'll go. And after that, I will train for another hour. Yes, that's for the best.
I don't like that. I don't like that whenever they shine it like that. She closes the menu and slides it across the counter.
Sorry, it sometimes takes us a while to decide on an order. So, you were saying, you found the strange girl here in Mirny, and then? Hold on. That special device you're holding. Did you get it from Winsong?
Yes. Before I came to Mirny, I fell from the wire during the show, and Miss Winsong happened to be there. I don't remember the details, but she said my arcane skill was able to protect me. She helped me draw out the aura from around my body and analyzed how it worked, though I didn't understand that part at all. The name of her theory is still clear in my mind. The study of ley lines. She gave me this device before she left. She said it would make it easier to control my arcane skill. Mr. Kozlov wants me to give it a try again. So I've decided to go see her tomorrow.
Cool. She's a great researcher. The study of ley lines is still highly theoretical. But as we say at Laplace, theory often lays the foundation for practice. If you do decide to join us, I'd be happy to write a reference letter for you.
She's so pretty. Sorry. I mean, both of them are.
You're a Laplace researcher?
You didn't already guess? My colleagues often say I dress, like a mad scientist.
I guess it's that. I never thought I would meet a scientist eating at a little restaurant like this.
Oh, please. I'm sure you're aware that scientists are living things too. We need to eat just like everyone else.
Uy, naka side by side na ulit sila. Bakit ba? Ano ba problema mo? Ha? Eh, di ba sila side by side, te? Te? A few little snakes poke out of Isabeth's hair, nodding along with her laughter. One tilts his head up, letting Kiparina stroke it. Its scales feel smooth and cold.
Looks like you meant it when you said you're good with animals.
I spend a lot of time with them at the circus. I even helped raise one of our bear cubs.
Yung convo sa past few stories, isang character lang lumalabas per frame. Ah! Kiparina hadn't been in the restaurant long before Isabeth walked in and sat right beside. Now that you mention it! Oh nga, no? One of the snakes takes the lead in inspecting Kiparina, who greets it kindly in return. That's all it takes for the two to find common whatever.
You haven't answered my question yet.
Common ground.
Why do you choose to be an acrobat?
Oh my god! Oh wait, she's a minor.
Don't you find it scary to walk on a wire all the way up in the air?
Tapos tinanggal nila mga sumunod na stories. Ngayon lang ata binalik.
Well, it is cool, I have to admit. But what I really like about being up on the wire is that when you look down, you get to see a view that no one else gets to in their daily life. When I stand on the wire, the audience below look just like stars, and it feels like I'm floating in space with them. Isn't that great? In that moment, I stop worrying about my performance and forget all expectations. I can just be in the moment, shining like a star.
Oh, intriguing. In a way I came all the way out here because I had the same thought.
Wait, is Kiparina like star? What's her
I want to
attribute?
work with the smartest minds in the world, whether humans or arcanists. They're also like the stars in a lot of ways, each one bound to go down in history.
'Cause Isabeth is plant, right?
And
she's
I'm trying
star.
to find out what really exists beyond the limits of the sky.
Do all your siblings share the same feeling? They're such neat little snakes.
That's support.
It looks like they have fallen asleep.
We've always been on the same page when it comes to these things.
Isabeth turns her head. Kiparina notices her pupils narrowing to a slit.
Your arcane skill is exactly as I expected. It captures photons from the aurora and stores them as latent energy. Then when it's deployed, it appears to form a kind of prismatic plasma barrier.
What?
Huh? I don't understand either.
I'll explain next time. It's complicated. It could take hours to get it into your head. Still, it is most obvious to me that you're exactly the person we want for this opportunity. What do you say? Will you give it a try?
Huh?
Huh?
An opportunity to reach the stars.
You mean you're the colleague Miss Vinsong mentioned? The one who invited me to Mirny? I should have known. Was this a test? I thought you were a friend I could talk to.
A friend? Superb. That's the best compliment I've received in months. Relax, this wasn't a test at all. We just happened to share the same taste in food. But I do hope you'll consider our offer seriously, in the spirit of the good time we had together.
Are you serious though? You really mean you want me to become an astronaut?
The invitation seems too far-fetched. Even in her wildest dreams, she could never have imagined it.
Exactly.
But Elizabeth's response carries a rare weight, different from her usual casual tone.
Don't rush to a decision. We can wait till tomorrow. In fact, the materials I've been expecting should arrive tomorrow as well. Maybe the delivery guy will bring you a small gift along the way.
You don't have to. Sorry, I didn't prepare any gifts.
Don't be silly. It's just a friendly gesture. I believe you come from the same region, so I'll bet you two will get along quite famously. And he has an interesting nickname too. It was, oh, right.
Is it name day? Okay. The timing of me saying name day and them saying name day as well. Haha. Are so cool. I'm so cool. Take it off your face. What? Oh. Where is this? Where's the other one? Oh. Okay, so I'll be right back. Hanap lang ako pagkain mga tea. Anong hala? Halabira, ganun. Kakain. I'm gonna auto this one while I eat.
Number 136 from near the Colima Mountains. Tells the tale of the Polar Star icebreaker. The crew suffered some kind of mass hysteria. The same thing happened later in the Kola Peninsula. Our destination is close to the Arctic Circle. With any luck, we should get a great view of the aurora. Name day. Investigator for St. Pavlov Foundation, currently serving for Far East Branch. Why did I join this project?
She's hot.
Well, it is a job, and I like to do as I am told.
Them people pleaser yarn.
Neva River, Lake Ladoga, Spear River, then Lake Onega. It takes less time to travel by water. Maybe I can even buy a small gift along the way. What sort of specialties does Miri have other than diamonds?
Nagsa-storm sa kanila.
Maybe I can stop by Petroza boats on my way back.
Nagsa-snow ata. Russian siya, di ba?
Looks like I'll have to walk the rest of the way after landing. Oh, Plesesk. A place of boundless snow and not much else.
O diba, nag-snow. Siyempre, magkukot talaga siya, te.
Trying to reach the stars in order to monitor the storm from space, huh? Sounds like a good gig, even if it does mean being stationed at the northernmost frozen tip of the world. Maybe it will go nowhere, but what would it be without a little pioneering spirit?
Ленинград находится как раз по другую сторону этого снежного поля. Я позволю этому метеориту указать мне путь.
The Foundation never gives me a break, which I guess makes me equal parts lucky and unlucky. Yep. Hold on.
I heard you were leaving for the north on a new mission. Is that true?
Villa!
Just for an errand. The Far East branch is short on staff right now, so
I'm
going all on my own.
To Villa.
Miss Winsong should be on a field trip there. Is there anything you'd like me to give her?
Where is it? Is it north of Ryashki? Could I come visit there with Vila?
Well, so long as you finish all your classes and get good grades, I'm certain you'll be able to go anywhere with Miss Vila. As long as it is safe. But things could change. I can't promise anything. Except maybe a little souvenir when I get back. Now, August, do you have anything you want me to give Miss Winsong?
Yes, and Vila does too. I've written lots and lots of things. Comrade Winsong can read them when no one is there to tell her a bedtime story. And this, from my tallest and most spirited sunflower guards.
Accidentally bit the pepper.
You must not water them too much. and they should be placed somewhere under the sun.
No lam. Dinataang bamboo.
I'd like this to be delivered to Miss Winson. She said in the last letter that she had started to teach again, and it was more
Kalabasa?
difficult than she remembered. I wrote a little bit about my own experience teaching. Hope it helps. And please, talk to her if you have any ideas. You're so good with kids. Nina, Piotr, and Pasono ask about you all the time, always wondering when you'll visit again.
I didn't ask. I know how busy you are, Mr. Raccoon, and so is Vila. Every day she's either painting something or talking to the white clothes.
Mr. Raccoon.
With any luck, I'll be free for a while after this mission. I'll come back and do some magic for you kids. What do you say? Deal?
A good comrade must always keep his word.
He looks familiar, like another character.
Sounds like you've been doing well recently. The Foundation's textbook is an easy read, but I really hadn't expected just how effortlessly you'd be able to make your lesson plans.
Lesson plans are nothing compared to field missions. Just keep this in mind during your errand.
Okay,
Your
that looks like
safety is our
Gutian.
first priority here.
Of
But
course.
with shorter hair.
But the good news is I'm quite familiar with this area. Anyway, I'll make sure Miss Winsong receives August seeds and your letter.
Thanks a lot. I don't want to make our goodbyes here too long-winded. Just take care. Especially since you're going to be all on your own.
Well, I won't exactly be all on my own.
Ang ganda ni Vila. Oh my god, pero soba ko yung kanin ko.
So, any idea how far this place is? I think we must be pretty close. I can almost see that unmistakable Laplace metal roof.
Hanjang.
I've actually got some business lined up in Munich. Those diamonds of theirs are certain to fetch a tidy profit back in the East Branch.
I should have never let you out. Can we make a deal? You stay quiet, and I'll get you safely to our destination.
Wait, is
Then
name
you can say
day
whatever you've got to say to whoever
Has-
made the mistake of inviting you here.
has Eastern blood?
You know, you really,
Probably.
really like to talk. I'm
That's
beginning
why he
to
kind of
understand
looks
why
like
no one else would
Gutian.
Take this job.
Gate cat?
Ever heard of a merchant who doesn't like to talk? Admit it. You'd be burned to tears if I were not here.
Kung sino bumalot sa kanya, te?
Quiet.
Bandit in Arctic Circle?
Ah, wait, kala ko siya yung binaril, hindi pala. Yung butiki sa event. Anong event? Ah, yung sa ano? Yung sa New Year event. Tama ba?
We can't let him get any further. There's some kind of military base up ahead, and it's heavily guarded. Think how far we've gone. We can't go home empty-handed. That arcane item they've got is probably worth a few sharpadontes, don't you think?
Yeah, pala niyang yung
I am. Hey, I'm a living, breathing creature.
You don't need to yell at me. Say it to them if you like.
Why is this guy in Russia then? Is it Russia?
Are you sure? Oh, never mind. What should I do?
Anything. I just need you to draw their attention. I am not letting them anywhere near Plesetsk.
This way! I hear something. Keep up!
Nabusog ako, my god. I'll continue eating. Mamaya. Ako lalamig yung food ko. Oh? Name this blade lands right in time, stopping the hand, reaching for the vessel.
Sabia.
Ay, may laban.
Happy to lend a hand.
Hala! Pwede siya gamitin.
Don't worry.
Heed my prayer.
Kaso sobrang lakas ng ano natin, kasama natin, patay sila agad. Namatay. Hindi nyo man lang pina-atake si kuya. Hindi man lang siya naka-attack kahit isang beses.
I'm glad our employee evaluations take combat results into consideration.
Ba't mo kasi inoto? Kasi, yun na yun. Maybe it tosses a side stick and scoops up a handful of snow. Otto balala. Yeah, Otto is the best play, you know. The robber's footprints trail away into the distance. If they had one redeeming trait, it was knowing when to cut their losses.
What are we waiting for with that knife?
Oh, well, it's more of a collectible than a weapon. But I guess you understand now why they sent me to escort you instead of hiding you in the back of some truck, huh?
I didn't see a single truck heading for places called our origin here. By the way, was that knife thing part of a kin skill? Why don't you just make a gun instead? Times have changed, friend. Blades are out of date. You should give yourself an upgrade and start blasting.
Bro, this guy is scary.
I'd probably be serving with Xeno if I was any good with guns. Have you ever heard of that legendary pilot from Xeno, the Baron Switch?
Oh, Lilia.
If you were really important, then you would get a guard like that. All that being a noisy little salamander gets you is a guy that can turn trash into knives.
That's nearly the most useless arcane skill I've ever heard of. I say nearly, because it's still better than mine. So, I'm not in a position to criticize.
What does your arcane skill do?
The Butiki is awakened.
That's it.
It's certainly something.
Wait, what happened? It just snows. What? Oh. They go into they become ash. The rest of the journey is at last blessedly quiet. Their destination draws near. The outlines of buildings take shape, and someone is already waiting in the snow.
Miss Winsong.
The so-called Cosmodrome isn't nearly as grand as imagined. Surrounded by the vast expanse of white, people and buildings alike feel small.
Hello, gentlemen.
Looking at Winsong, I feel gay.
Welcome to Plisyetsk.
I mean, I'm happy when I look at her, okay? Yeah. So happy. Because she's so pretty. Nakuha mo dapat yung free skin niya, di ba? Ah, yeah, I got the free skin. I don't have a Winsong, though. The wilds in the garden.
You arrived earlier than expected. Pointer and Hisbeth will be happy to know you got here safely. Oh, FYI, Pointer was the researcher who introduced me to Laplace. You might have met her before, in Rayashki. She's occupied with a few important visitors right now. We'll talk to her later. As for Hisbeth, you can meet her in person and save me the trouble of an introduction.
She pushes open the door. Meanwhile, on the other side of the building, Pointer enters through another door.
Our appointment was set for an hour from now. You're a bit early, sir.
Pointer steps aside, motioning for the people hurrying behind her to go in first. She studies the quiet girl, not finding anything particularly unusual.
There wasn't much work to do today. And Alia always has everything prepared ahead of anything important. It's nothing to worry about.
Please take a seat. Windsong and Elizabeth will join us later. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me.
Thank you, ma'am. Please call me Kiparina. I have something to ask you.
Kipirina is the first to speak, surprising Pointer. She adjusts her expression, adding a hint of warmth to her smile.
That's fine with me, Miss Kiparina. My name is Pointer. So, what would you like to know?
If I take the offer and complete all the required training, what will I get in return? Do you pay in rubli or something equivalent? And I'd also like to know if my family will receive my pay in case anything happens to me.
Damn, she's ready. Pointer looks up and examines the girl once more. She can read the worry in Mr. Kozlov's face, but she still can't quite place the look in hers. Somewhere between courage and fear. Too fine a line for Pointer to draw. Plants and machines crowd the limited space, struggling for a balance somewhere between jungle and office floor. It's warmer here than in the hallway outside. Just letting you know once again, she's 15 and she knows her rights. Good, because all of us should know our rights. Name Day glances sideways, but Winsong has no intention of speaking.
Hello? Is anyone there? The materials you sent from the Far East branch have arrived safely.
Oh, okay, so he is really from the Far East.
Everything you asked for on your list is there, but you should check it over as soon as possible.
He scrounges around for a clear spot on the desk and pulls a metal vessel from his pocket, revealing a little sleeping salamander roused from its slumber by a tap on the head that sends a puff of ash into the air.
Hey, wake up. You're at work.
Oh yeah, he also I don't know, he kinda is like Gaming and Kazuha together. That's why I was like, it looks like, yeah, the bird guy. Elizabeth emerges from behind the machinery and offers a brisk wave to Winsong.
Winsong, back from the mine already? Are you going to throw a welcome party for our new colleagues?
The mine can wait, but I can't. Those materials are top priority.
Now Elizabeth turns her attention to the young man in front of her.
Thanks. You might have heard of me. My name's Elizabeth. You've read our proposal, haven't you? It'd save me a lot of trouble if you had. I'll catch you up with Pointer as soon as she's available.
Nameday finds himself staring at a curious little snake poking out, swearing he saw one flick its tongue. There's no time to hesitate. He decides to follow proper etiquette. Handshake, then introduction.
Name Day, Foundation Investigator for the Far East Branch. Mind if I ask you a question?
Go on, but this is an office, not an interrogation room.
Huh. She looks around with an airy glance and spotting the extra object on the desk gives the little salamander a second gentle rap on the head.
Why did you ask me to smuggle in this runium?
Smuggle? Okay.
What?
Don't get me wrong, I didn't report it. It's just... it's odd. You didn't ask for much, just a few pieces. It is a rare resource, I grant you, but I think you could have gotten this amount with no trouble by submitting an application. All you'd need to do is wait for a few weeks. Was it really worth the risk?
Yeah, because we don't have a few weeks to spare.
Saving every bit of time we can is vital. It is as precious as this bag of sunflower seeds from a distant land. You don't find them often in these parts. Here.
She lifts her hand and tosses Elizabeth a small cloth bag.
I've already taken my share. Why not plant some of these in the office? It won't take too much effort. If you're lucky, you'll get to see them turn their heads towards the light bulbs.
Elizabeth pulls out exactly what she was hoping for. Rare arcanum energy tossed carelessly into the air but caught with practiced ease.
Actually, Mr. Nameday, you're the perfect man for this job. You knew what you were smuggling, you had the perfect excuse to come here, and you were kind enough to help. It was quite the effort to track you down, you know? So, how did the trip go? Any trouble?
You bet there was. Though, I'm still not sure what those bandits were after. The runium or a noisy arcane item.
There's a shortage of supplies everywhere nowadays. People take what they can, whether they need it or not. Even if they manage to take the cargo, it would probably just end up in another branch of the Foundation or La Place. Anyway, you saved us a lot of time and resources.
Just bear in mind, this runium is not something that you can replace, even with Sharpadontis.
Thanks, we'll use it sparingly. Please send my gratitude to Miss Villa.
What is
And
it?
one more thing. What would you say if I asked you to stay? Don't worry, I won't play the Windsong card. It's only a personal request. We could save a lot of time with our procedural work if we had a Foundation investigator on the team. And it could be a great opportunity to earn a reputation. Imagine the prestige if the project ends up a success.
He swallows his words, not intending to explain his reason for being. Wait, di ba name day is like parang birthday siya sa ibang culture? I forgot which culture though. Or sa ibang game? Name day ba? May name day ba sa FF? Elizabeth's version works just fine, easy to understand, and not too personal.
Are you making
Ano
any
quiet
progress?
hello? Hindi pwede
As
yan.
much as we can, but we don't have a single Sharpadonti to our name, and this runium is the sum total of all the supplies we've received recently. They told us we could use all the resources left in Placids, but that amounts to jack all. Thankfully, we still have half a rocket, fuel, and a launch button. Still, to make up for the supply shortage, we need additional manpower. Oh, but there's some good news. We don't have to worry about finding our astronaut. We already have a perfect candidate.
Ah!
We are in dire need of an astronaut. There isn't enough time for anyone to finish the full training course. No one would be able to acclimate to a zero-gravity environment in such a short time. Not to mention the high pressure and heat. But you may be the exception, Miss Kibarina. Your arcane skill may allow us to work a miracle.
Pero technically, iba name day sa birthday, RL.
So, if you take the offer, we'll provide you with a salary and try to get you a permanent position here at the Place.
Yung iba name day is like binyag, di ba?
Elizabeth is already working on it. She has a contact in the Foundation who can help with the procedures.
Alright then. I have no more questions.
Pointer notes that despite their thorough explanation, the girl seems so less worried. Oh, kasi sa atin kasi parang ano na din eh. Parang same na yung name day sa birthday kasi pagkaanak sa'yo may pangalan ka na, di ba? Hindi ka pa nga napanganak, yung pangalan ka na.
But, just to be clear, I don't think my arcane skill is as useful as you believe. It only makes a little firework show.
Unlike sa iba before, like, tagal pa sila bago pangalanan. Kasi titingnan pa kung ano yung gawain nila, ganito, ganyan. Perks and stuff. Depende sa culture, di mo? Ang cute lang.
She's being modest.
Hindi ba sa cake day yun? Anong cake day?
But I tell you, she is more than willing to take your offer. Please give her an opportunity. You'll see how reliable she is. By the way, another little arcanist girl joined our circus recently. Do you think she could stay with you too?
That's not really how this works. Not everyone's arcane skill works in the same manner.
But she would keep Alia company. Please, madam. Alia is still just a child who plays with dolls.
Mr. Koslov, stop! I haven't played with dolls in ages. I'm already grown up.
She's so cute. Seeing emotion break through the girl's steady silence at last, Pointer feels she's reached the root of the issue.
We'll take a look at what she can do. Would you be able to bring her here now?
Of course. I'll be right back.
Oh, so they're gonna meet Voyager now then. He rolls up and out of the office. In his wake, Caprina hesitates, shifting in her seat, until at last sitting up straighter. Pointer's smile fades. There's no need for social niceties in what comes next.
Alright, we're finally alone. Now how about you tell me what you are actually thinking?
Ah!
Our biggest issue remains unsolved, but I'm most certain we can resolve it. The entire project is a mixed bag right now, but I'd say more good than bad. If our little sleepyhead in that pod there can provide what we need, our situation should improve dramatically.
She tips the little vessel, giving the salamander a brief experience of zero gravity.
I was dreaming of cutting a tree on the moon. You'd better have a good reason to wake me up. I'm not your lackey. We made the deal, that's all. And I'm freaking tired after that trip.
What if Hanzang will be playable?
Yeah, and about that deal, I need something from you, now. This little pod of yours, it's electrically insulated, heat-resistant, and highly durable against arcane energy. In short, the perfect aerospace material. All I need is to send off a bit of material from it. Don't worry, just think of it as dental work.
Nagiging playable siya sa collection ko. Eh? What do you mean?
A deal is a deal.
She needs a moment to think, but eventually lands on a solution. She hooks a tiny badge the size of a fingernail onto the salamander's tail.
Here's your ID card. Just to be clear, this is only for an internship. You'll need to actually work to earn yourself a permanent one. And don't do anything stupid. I vouched for you, and now both our necks are on the line.
Ooh, it does look good on me. I knew I belong with La Paz.
Oh my god! May name tag na siya. May ID na siya, T. That's so cute. Na-trigger ka sa internship na. Okay lang yan, T.
So, what else you need? I brought some records about gunpowder-fueled flight and a few books on Eastern Alchemy. Though, I'm not sure you'll be able to read any of them.
As the little salamander chatters on, she flips over its vessel and inspects it thoroughly before pointing the square markings in the vessel's base. Oh. The others gather close, unable to resist their curiosity. Message ka lang kung ano man mag-umo. And anime lang ako. Rest bago magkazan. Sisigaw din ba ako, Darna? Darna!
What does this mean?
Charot lang.
Oh, that? You know, I got this part from the Panjayuan antique market. It's not a genuine antique, but the craftsmanship is quite excellent.
Hala, upside down dito. Ang cute talaga ng details sa sa reverse. Cause like, they, as much as they could, they try to give you immersion. Even just you're just reading through the story. I just don't like it when they flash the screen though.
These characters here mean microwave safe. Funny enough, microwave ovens were not that popular when I got it. Speaking of Panjayuan, you can't find a flea market as big or as fun anywhere else. If you're ever looking for antiques and collectibles, it should be your first stop. If you want to go take a look, I might just be nice for once and take you.
Little salamander notices their eager eyes. Alas, a chance to show off its salesman's charm, a moment it's determined to seize.
No thanks. Just making sure it doesn't mean danger explosive. I already learned that lesson from another escapade with an arcane invention.
She returns the dagger she'd borrowed, who knows when, and slips the vial of metal powder into her desk drawer.
Alright, I've collected enough. You were so busy talking you didn't feel a thing, did you? Now back to our visitor in the checkered pattern uniform. Have you made a decision?
After a brief pause, the question name they ask switches the conversation to an entirely different track.
What are you going to do with the little astronaut when the project's over?
I'll submit her application to Laplace once she agrees to join us. It'd be great if you could help with her employment procedures.
I mean, when are you going to tell her the real consequences of the storm?
Same as always, as soon as she gets a permanent position with Laplace.
Nameday glances at Winsong, thinking she might chime in, offer an explanation at least, but she only nods. That's just how it is. That little astronaut, whom they've never even met, will have to learn it too. That pale dome and those cold steel buildings can't protect everyone. Soon the rain will wash away all that's familiar to them, again and again.
Alright. Then I'll stay.
Oh, name day is really nice to children.
You mean you really want to stay with the circus?
Kiparina doesn't have a straight answer.
I meant that I'm willing to do whatever you need. But I don't think I want to do this permanently. Since you say that you need my arcane skill for this project, I'm happy to help. Though I don't really know if I can.
I think you know why Mr. Kozlov brought you all this way. When was the last time you had a proper meal?
Well, we usually have stews. And sometimes Mr. Kozlov will find us some canned food if we're lucky.
Oh, damn. Teka lang, nakaka-stress naman yan. Her rebuttal is soft and utterly unconvincing.
And you still want to spend the rest of your life in that circus?
A knock breaks the silence. Kiparina uses the moment to lift her head. By the time she sits back down again, the light that had flickered in her eyes is gone.
This is her, the girl I talked about. She doesn't speak much, but I feel that she has a good character.
Oh, She just smiles. The girl casts a sweeping look across the room, pausing briefly on Pointer.
Don't be shy.
Hi, JD.
You can sit next to Alia. What were you talking about? I hope our Alia didn't cause any trouble, madam.
He steps into the room, noticing immediately that Kiparina is fixated on the parcel in his hands. It's filled with things he and Natalia packed. Things they thought the girls might need.
Mr. Kozlov, will I ever have the chance to return to Utranyaya?
Ouch. That hurts. Yuck yarns. When we move forward.
Will I ever have the chance to return to Utranyaya?
Elizabeth pushes the door open just in time to catch the scene. She lingers nearby, curious, watching the girl receive her answer.
We can talk about that in the future. Of course, we will keep in touch. You and Voyager can pay us a visit whenever you like. The girl's called Voyager, madam. She's clever, quiet, doesn't eat much. You will take her in too, won't you?
Pointer doesn't object. She runs a brief analysis and concludes that the company of a peer would help ease the pressures of Kiparina's training. After listening carefully, Mr. Kozlov pats Kiparina's shoulder.
I always hoped you would settle down and live a comfortable life. Promise me you'll do your best, Alia.
Yes, Mr. Kozlov.
Oh, you finally reached an agreement. Cool. Looks like I won't have to do any more explaining. If you're saying goodbye soon, maybe you ought to consider bringing her a party gift. She looks like she could use one.
Bro! Damn, that's so tactless, but... She's right and wrong at the same time.
Yeah, something to remind her of home.
Oh, name day as well. Name day picks up the thread without missing a beat. Winston steps forward just in time, joining Kiparina's side, and Elizabeth trails off.
Or maybe you can offer a few words of encouragement? What do you say?
Uncle Beanso, tabi sila! Ingit ka ba? Charot lang. Mr. Kozlov spies Kiparina rubbing the device in her hands with her pinky. The one Linsung had lent her earlier. Wow. He knows her well enough to understand the meaning. Nervous. He has no idea about the device's exact value, but he's certain it's not something you'd easily find in a circus.
Right, a gift. I'll need some time to prepare it. Let's make a deal, shall we? You'll get your gift next time you pay a visit to the Utrania. That way, you'll keep us in mind and come home again one day. I was worried you might not want to travel such a long way for us.
I feel, Mr. Kozlov. I'll find my way back to Utrnaya even if you've moved to the other end of the world.
Damn. She struggles to lift the parcel Mr. Kozlov gave her. Nameday quickly steps in to assist her in placing it on the table. Time flies. The thought pops into Mr. Kozlov's head, but what he says out loud has nothing to do with it.
That's my girl. Remember what I said? Do the best that you can, and have no regrets. Natalia and I don't have to worry about you, do we?
No. I'll give my best performance here, like I always did with Utrnaya.
This is so sad. What the fuck? Almost like she's trying to convince herself. She nods twice in a row and makes solemn promise in her most serious tone. A question rises up in her, just below the surface. How can she be sure? She chooses not to ask. Aray ko.
So many things I haven't seen.
Master this way. Oh, I call upon you.
Okay pa ba tayo, mga T?
The real troublemaker of a guest, aren't you? Splendid. Just splendid. Oh, I call upon you. Luke will fulfill your render. At your service. Your punishment will come.
Where are we fighting astronauts?
Come on, stand up. There's one around.
June 1987. Oh, that really like May, June.
How do you feel? Intense nausea is common for the first few months of zero-G training.
I think I'm fine.
Oh, they actually have her outfit like... Oh! Oh, is this her Inside 2 clothing? Oh wait, she hasn't been released yet. Why am I asking that? Oh wait, she has been released on CN, but so yeah. Her first training session was rough and more than a little messy, causing her to throw up. Pointer helped her to the infirmary. Once she could breathe again, she stammered out a request, just like the one she made today.
I'm ready for more.
You're at this again. Elizabeth already checked your vitals in arcane skill test reports. Her conclusion was clear. You need to rest and recover before we begin again.
Wait, what is that look, Chip?
If you push yourself too hard and become too sick to perform the mission, that won't help us either.
But I can do more. All I need is a bit more training. I need to perform flawlessly.
We don't need flawless, not at the cost of your health. We need satisfies all requirements, nothing more.
She adjusts her tone, searching her mind for something that might qualify as comfort or encouragement.
You're already doing better than we anticipated.
She fears the words come out too flat, but Kiparina shakes her head sincerely.
Thank you. But I still haven't memorized the flight procedures, and I'm still struggling with my arcane skill. Maybe I can ask Miss Winsong to give me another Leyland's lesson. That's not pushing myself, is it?
That's acceptable. But you will ensure you get a minimum of 8 hours of sleep every day.
Damn, I want 8 hours of sleep every day too. Pointer gives in. She too had once been hell-bent on proving herself.
You promise me you'll eat well and never skip meals.
Nice.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Hisabeth said there would be a team-building dinner tonight. I'll attend it and train for another half an hour after we come back.
No, that's not what I meant.
There are few tasks more difficult than instructing a child who is too mature for her own good.
Anyway, go change. We'll go together.
Oh, they're there. They're here again. Of all the restaurants in Mirny, this one does the best business, thanks in no small part to Hisabeth. With all those mouths to feed, food has always been a vital part of her lifestyle, one that she is only too eager to share with her team. Plus, the tables here are big enough for everyone in their group to have a seat. Oh, this picture
we sat
again.
here when we first met, no?
I think so. This table seems a bit too small now.
Well, there's strength in numbers.
Ooh!
Greetings! Yet
Hello!
Our brave astronaut. How's your arcane skill training?
Thank you for the follow.
Not bad, I guess. Miss Vinsong is a wise teacher.
I'm glad I've learned something from my experience with Vila. I hope you'll get to know her one day.
You'll have plenty of time to make friends once you return from your mission.
Looking forward to it. But first I have to go back to the circus. I think Mr. Kozlov will have my gift prepared by then. I'm sure he will. Though he didn't come to see me and Voyager this week.
He has a whole circus to run, and you're busy with training. It's hard to find a good time when you are both free.
You know what? I really love the way they maximize like one artwork. Like earlier, it was just the two of them, and then they included Winsong, and now he's here too. Name day. Lupuk, give us Winla, and my life is yours. You want like an illustration of them?
Perhaps he didn't want to make you homesick, but I'm sure he misses you a lot. Mirny isn't far from here. You should go back and visit sometime. No one will blame you if you take a break for a few hours.
I am able to drive you to town.
Oh, Pointer is here too.
Just submit your schedule 2 days in advance. I will set some time aside for a short trip.
Been a while since I last saw Winla way back 1.8.
Thank you. But I think it will have to wait until the project's over. Mr. Kozlov said I would always be able to visit him in the future. Besides, he needs time to prepare the gift.
Not everyone is interested in the still distant future. Quick, oh, Voyager is here too. Cabrina's friend, at least, is more focused on what? I didn't read it. She taps the edge of the small vessel, smiling at the crisp metallic sound it makes.
Don't do that. The echo from that sound makes me dizzy.
Oh, it's Hanjang. Show us everyone. It's so cool, man. Like the way they did this illustration. Like, show us everyone. She pulls her head back and watches until confirming the little creature is friendly. Then she reaches out again, trying to figure out how to get along with
Voyager?
it.
Don't get distracted.
There we go! They showed everyone! Voyager looks so out of place though. Not gonna lie. I don't know why. Oh well, she's an alien, so probably that's why. Nameday swaps the food around the table, pushing two still full plates in the middle. Cold scales press against Kiprina's waist.
Feel like a
Wrist.
drink? Here, we've got some hot milk or warm apple cider. Pick one.
But ginaganya mo Voyager ko? No, look at the illustration though. She looks so out of place. Not in a bad way though. Like it kind of looks like it's on purpose, you know. Dragging a cup behind it, the snake leaves splotches of spilled drink all across the table.
Milk
Wait, I died?
Having said that, the
Frick.
odds are in our favor. Even though Laplace...
What the fuck? I'm so sorry, I didn't notice. No. Huh. Ano yung last nyo na hindi nakita mga te? Eto. Ganda pa naman yung part na yun. Eto lang, let's have a toast friends to our new team, though no one knows for sure whether our project will succeed or is doomed to fail catastrophically. Together, we're working towards a future. Cheers. A friendly signal, a quiet promise of unity, a turning point in any story or relationship from a stranger to a colleague, and eventually, friend or comrade. Yun lang yun.
The finest scientists? You mean us? I couldn't agree more. I've always believed that perseverance is the most basic fundamental quality that any researcher should possess.
Perseverance. There's only one thing that I think we should persevere with. Our efforts to return to the future.
Didn't know you Laplace researchers missed the good old days so much.
Laugh if you want, but you can't deny that our era was better than this one.
Kiruna keens her ears in, trying to catch each word. The room is warm and the conversation at their table easy and relaxed. The question she's been keeping down finally bubbles out of her mouth.
What was the future like? I've read through the manual for temporary employees. The data we're going to collect may help people get back the things that they lost, right? From the futures that you've been to.
Oh yeah, this is 1987.
What's Leningrad like in 1999? Were there any circus shows in your era? Does that mean everything was better than it is now? I have trouble imagining it. Were there sweets for everyone? And stores that never run out of food?
Oh, she's so pure. Oh boy, ito na naman. Ay, tapos, Chip, tapos ka na ba sa lahat? Baka kasi spoiler.
Well, except for the study of ley lines. It was still struggling as a scientific pursuit, especially when it came to attracting new students. Though even now, its only student seems to lack much interest in it.
That's not true. Sorry. I'm just having difficulty focusing.
Di pa around 12 or 14 pa ata.
On my time.
Yeah, we're just gonna be finishing at 10, maybe?
It's okay. Miss Winsong was only making a joke, at the expense of her very overworked student. It's true. Things were nicer in the future.
Out of 20
I
notes,
do miss
okay.
the sweets,
So there are
and that
20.
the shops were never empty.
Every witness seems to offer her the same promise. It's worth it. Life should move forward, not stay stuck in the past.
Amazing.
Oh my god, the music though.
Make it back one day.
This time, she raises her cup first, to the brightest future. It's so sad. Oh my god. Kakaiyak naman yung story. My god. Ba't ganun? Masa-stress ako. Ay, akala ko may kalaban. O, 2 chapter na lang tapos gawin natin yung mga ganito. To former strangers. Former strangers? Does that mean they're friends now? Or enemies? Cross bigla yung game. What the fuck? Pangit talaga. Biglang nagulat ako na wala bigla yung game sa harap ko. Oo nga eh. At least sa start pa lang. Okay lang yun. Start lang siya ng matay.
Now, should I put the playhouse near those At least I was more considerate than those antagonists in those horror films. All my guests checked out in one piece after all.
Ah, kanya ba to? Ayoko niyan. Uncle Beans na bahala dun. (1997), 3 months before the storm.
3, 2, 1, cut. And just so we're clear, everything went well as usual.
Wala yung sa akin, tingin ko na ginagawa. Tapusin mo limbo mo, pero sa lucid bahala na pag sinipan.
The video in this disc, to put it simply, is too much for anyone to handle.
Natapos ko ba yung limbo last time, te?
Go
Hindi ko
on,
alala
give
eh.
me the most ridiculous answer you can think of. A little tip. Think like a modern person. The development of technology allows us to save a lot of things as digital data nowadays. Yes,
Di ko
it's
na
a
check.
last record. A video is much more convenient than sitting down with a pen.
She places the data card on the table. It immediately draws in all eyes.
Data secured. Pointer, do you want me to add your part to the video now? Or maybe later?
Preferably never. This whole last record thing is your passion. Besides, I know nothing about material sciences.
But you spent so much time transcoding the incantation. You simply must show up in my video. Please, I insist. We're a team. We shouldn't miss anyone's perspective, no?
No.
Yes.
Even for her, long hours can wear things down. There's a trace of fatigue in her otherwise calm reply. A lag in her response.
Super. Then let's take a look at our work so far and learn from our mistakes. Well, my mistakes. Pointer and I had been working on the teleport disc at the Placid's Cosmodrome. More specifically, our interim mission was to determine how to transport supplies to space stations and spacecraft using teleport incantations. The ultimate goal being to achieve stable, safe, and long-distance teleportation to outer space viable for living organisms. The project had been going smoothly until we received some bad news. Due to a policy change at Laplace, most projects in Placids were being suspended. Fortunately, the bad news was followed by a small amount of good. Madame Lucy said if we could send a monitor to space to collect data when the storm arrived, we'd be allowed to continue with our project. It was a vital opportunity to make our contribution to deciphering the storm. There were only 3 major issues to solve: manpower, energy supply, and determination. As you can see, the first 2 issues have been solved by our new members. Thank you all for your help, especially our brave little astronaut. The plan is now simple. She'll fly into space, reach the required altitude, launch the monitor, and zero in on the correct coordinates. And then she'll contact ground control to come home. Her arcane skill will protect her from any possible danger caused by pressure or heat in the vacuum of space. Then finally, she will activate the teleport disc, and we will activate our receiver on the ground. Ta-da! Everyone will arrive in Laplace's Arctic branch safe and sound to acclaim and accolades from all around the scientific world.
That sounds so good to be true. Too good to be true.
That's a simple framework of the plan. But we still have tons of minor problems to tackle first. Our top priority is improving the long-distance positioning accuracy of the teleport disc. We've already begun testing our latest prototypes, though the last test didn't end well. We're still searching for the cause of that particular catastrophic error, but we won't let it stop us.
I just realized Hanjang is also here.
A small accident on the way to technological progress.
Elizabeth, if we are going to have any chance of learning from our mistakes, we can't run away from our problems.
All right. That last test was a week ago.
Okay. Is there any improvements?
Same as the last time. Though we've made some improvements, we still need an intelligent creature to run the test. And I guess it'll be me again.
Are you sure? Considering the danger and your value to the project, I think you ought to let me.
How can I ask anyone to try my invention if I wouldn't use it myself? Now, what are you waiting for? Get to the safe zone. Oh, and remember to secure the blast door.
Miss Kipperina asked about the test yesterday as she was feeding the fish. She said she's been able to control her power more now. You'd be much safer with her help. We're a team, right? We sink or swim together.
Ang ganda na buhok ni Named eh. Gusto kong ganyang hairstyle. Diba?
My training just finished. I hope I'm not late, Miss Elizabeth.
Well, we did have a pretty bad accident, but thanks to Kiparina's arcane skill, no one was too badly hurt. Winsong is one cool teacher, and that girl's a phenomenal student. The margin of error remained high, a significant problem for sure. But we'd learned our lesson after spending all that time recovering in the ward. That is, that we should prepare for the worst, so that those who survive will know what to do with, our legacy. Our last record matters, my friend.
Too, I don't think that's what Pointer meant when she told us to learn from our mistakes.
Before Elizabeth can pinch its mouth shut, the little snake ducks back into her hair.
Again, I emphasize that safety must come first in the lab. It is my first and most important protocol. Windsong and I left for all of 10 minutes, and by the time we got back, each and every one of you ended up on death's door. And now I find out you've even petitioned for a postponed evacuation. This is
okay.
Ridiculous.
So this part was the part from the intro now.
You know how tight the schedule is now that the storm emergency plan has been activated, don't you? The silver lining is that now we know that we have exactly 3 months. We can still optimize the procedure and improve this.
Na-realize ko rin bigla.
Enough, Sylvie.
Oh. Real name now. Pointer cuts her off. Her tone is serious.
Oh, come on, friends. Can we just calm down and discuss our schedule over dinner? I believe Miss Pointer was only trying to suggest a better plan.
I am.
Nag-name drop daw nga eh.
All work on this project immediately.
Hi, Coffee. All my cousins are gone. Have my room all for me again. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I think it's a good thing, no? The young man is caught off balance, unable to find the words to ease the tension in the room.
What? Why? The situation really isn't that dire.
Miss Elizabeth is right. We shouldn't be discouraged over one accident, Miss Pointer. The damage wasn't too severe.
Only 3 months left, yet our latest achievement was a total catastrophe. I know what you're all thinking. That the odds are still good, and it's more or less safe to continue. But all that is a weighted gamble. Nothing matters more than your lives.
She knows this all too well. This is not her first time making bold gambles. Ah!
Pointer, what do you think the odds are, really?
Without diving into the calculations, it's around a 70% chance in theory. But my logic is screaming something else in my ear.
You don't have to take that risk, Pointer.
I know what I'm doing. Nothing's guaranteed in the world of science.
She closes her eyes, interrupting the playthrough of her memories. Oh, that's why she's so adamant with safety protocols.
The risk is too high. I can't allow it.
But it's like we always say, there's nothing guaranteed in the world of science. You never know before you take that fateful step.
Such a firm, matter-of-fact statement. It sounds exactly like something the old Pointer might have said.
My analysis points to a dangerous level of uncertainty in this project. The price of failure, even optimistically, could be much worse than a few days in recovery. There could be more permanent injuries. You could even...
The storm. Pointer scans the room. None of them have known failure. Not yet, and they shouldn't have to.
You've seen how things, places, people just disappear in the storm. You need to stop this insanity before that happens to us. Don't you understand?
I really don't. Why should we stop?
She thinks for a moment, then a spark of inspiration flashes across her face.
No, you're right. We shouldn't pretend as if it's normal to risk our lives for this. At the end of the day, if we die, our research dies with us. But if something were to happen to the team, you would be the one to survive. That's why I want you to keep our records, to take down everything in case the worst happens. Here.
Pointer looks down at the data card. Machines are only capable of faithfully recording and replaying data. They can't interpret meaning. They certainly cannot understand the reckless choices of human beings. Those who come after might skim through the logs and learn how the team met, chose, collaborated, and parted ways. But what about everything outside the frame? The temperature of the lab, the taste of the restaurant's signature dish, the hesitation she feels right now. No device can preserve those details. Only memory can. Trailer line dropped? Ano yung trailer line dropped? Some need to move forward, others need to stay behind. Yung kanina. She doesn't look up and never wait.
It. And I won't submit this petition for you. I can't stand by and let you kill yourselves.
Oh, she's so cool. Yung sinabi ni Elizabeth.
I'm done. I quit.
No, she quit. No. Oh. John! Hello! Oh, Ian Baker? Is that what your name is? Hello, John. Thank you so much for the raid. How was stream? It says you stream too hard. Oh, what is that game about? Ian? Hello, Ian. Thank you for joining John's raid. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the raid once again. I hope you guys had a great stream, though. Yeah, hello. I'm Meow. I'm a cat. And I like to play games, even though I'm still like a newbie in games. And we're currently playing Reverse 1999. It's a gacha game, but the story is so good. So you guys should try it if you're interested with somehow dark stories. Mostly Doom stories. Because this game is about Doom anyway. But yeah, if you guys need to raid and run and do your after stream care, feel free to do so, guys. But if you guys are interested in how this game is like, feel free to stay too or lurk. It's a remake of an old dating sim from 1997. I just finished my precious robo daughter's route. The new VA caught the emotion for her scenario perfectly. Aww, that's so nice when like the VAs give justice to like the characters that you like. Pudding, and Doom. Oh yeah, this game likes Doom Yuri for some reason. Wait, what did I do? Oh, she's a shielder. Okay. They're all gonna die fast. Wait, is this hers?
Or maybe take
okay, let's just heal, and heal. I just wanna try her out. So just gonna heal, and heal.
Come back to me.
Let's see, like if they attack.
I look forward to punishing you.
Oh wait. What was the? What did we get earlier? Wait, was that a bonus or something?
Okay. No. It could be found. Let me help. Please.
I haven't met the other effects of her. Oh, it's a buff? What does it do? The buff. Mass buff. Allies gain 2 stacks of rousing morale on odd number rounds. What those mean? What those mean?
Perfectly understood. Relax.
I've got your back.
Oh, so I thought that was a shield. It looked like a shield. Rousey Morales damage bonus. Ah. Oh, that's why they could one-shot. Huh. Ah! She killed everybody! No!
Finally, it's just you and me, Master.
I was hoping she could ult. But Anjo just killed them. Pinag-channel mo ng pinag-channel. Ay, pinag-channel ko ba? Yun ba yung meaning ng channel? Okay, this will be the last one for tonight, and then we'll continue on Sunday for the rest of the... yeah, we'll be doing chapter 10, and then we'll do on Sunday. Aga pa, 10 o'clock na. A freezing rain. Last, oo. I will be clearing the previous
The
parts.
name is Pointer, researcher in the LSCC.
Like, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna finish my dinner.
The reason I joined, the same reason I quit. Nothing matters more than people's lives. All the research I've done has been for one purpose: to make people's lives better.
Pointer, there you are. How's everything going? I heard you're busy with the evacuation. Seems many stores in Mirny have already closed up.
As soon as I finish the handover here, I'm heading back into town to help with packing, coordinating, and explaining the situation to the locals. Same old, same old.
Same old, same old. You know, Hisabeth said that exact thing when I asked about the team's progress yesterday. They seem to be doing all right.
Mag-uma tas dinner. Tamang uma saglit. Kakauma nyo yan. Wag pa papalamon sa uma.
I've got some seeds left. Do you want to take them off my hands?
Do I look like a gardener to you?
Well, it's just that I heard from a few people here in Mirny that a Laplace researcher was giving out sunflower seeds. And it wasn't me, so I've been wondering just who it could have been. Don't you want some? Seriously, everyone loves them.
Thanks. So, who ended up signing the application?
Hisabeth, well, when she goes to collect the monitor and report our research to Ludwig. She says it's more likely to get approval that way.
They don't know when to stop, do they?
They don't know the meaning.
Stop. If the fish get startled, then they won't eat anything.
I see, Miss Hisabeth.
Oh, that's a fish tank. Okay.
I finished the full inventory check. There's more runium left than we thought. Now, where should I put these useless old files? I was thinking we could use them for draft paper.
Maybe you can turn them into a knife or something. A knife would be more useful at this point. You know, to cut fruit or whatever.
Actually, that card there on the table would work better for that.
Why's that?
It's all about the material. Metal makes a better edge than paper. Never quite understood why you made them like that.
Oh, I was testing out a new alloy. I used it to make wind songs and pointers cards. It gets harder and sharper when heated. Give it a rub with your hands and you can use it as a letter opener.
The mouth. Oh, damn.
The ritual still isn't stable enough. We need a specific location or area to set as a destination.
They're delulu. They're not delulu. They're coping.
Need a way to pinpoint a recognizable area.
Oh, I'm full.
Formula
Oh my god.
Be...
I ate too much.
Miss Winsong sent me a message. She said, don't forget to collect the monitor.
Oh, she sent it to you too? Tell her I said thanks. No, that number doesn't look right.
I tried my best, but those arcane minerals you were asking for are scarce as all hell. I haven't been able to find a single supplier.
Then we'll carry on without them. That's it. Nope, wrong again. Pointer was the master of numbers. With that brain of hers, she'd have had this over and done by now.
A sound from the corner of the room draws her attention. Voyager is stacking pieces of mirror shards into a wobbly tower. In the lamplight, the peak sparkles, strangely mesmerizing.
Careful, don't hurt yourself. They're more powerful than they seem.
Voyager nods with a vague but accepting gesture, and Elizabeth turns back, ready to refocus on the data. But a fragile silence is broken, and other words spill out.
Miss Elizabeth.
The little would-be astronaut walks over and stands beside Elizabeth. It's rare for her to approach so closely.
I have a question for you. Sorry if it's not a good time, but it's important to me, and it's something I hope you'll answer honestly.
Startled by the coming topic, Nameday broke the fish tank accidentally. He scrambles to scoop up the spilling fish from the floor. No, Nameday, not the fish!
Sorry, ladies, please ignore me. I'm not here, and I didn't hear a thing.
Но если я заплачу, мисс Киперина, умная молодая девушка, неудивительно, что она быстро во всем разобралась. Вы согласны?
Elizabeth looks down at her. The upturned face is young, but so very determined.
So, what's your question?
Miss Pointer said something before she left. About places and people disappearing into the storm. It's hard to believe that she would ever give up on our mission. Unless she knew the price of failing was truly horrible. Then the storm can't just be some normal kind of natural disaster. This storm will destroy everything. Won't it?
She doesn't even know how long that question has sat in the pit of her chest. In her glass marble eyes, Elizabeth sees a brightness welling up. She doesn't know how to respond, but silence can be an answer too, and the girl understands.
All the people we know, all the bears, birds, these fish, everything, the lost future that you talk about. Was it the first to disappear? Or are there more that have been lost? Will the same thing happen to our time? Things are much worse than you let on. What else has changed in the future?
The light in her eyes never fades, not completely. Kiperina has long understood that tears would change anything.
Many things changed. Some things won't last nearly as long as people think they will. For you, the world might seem to have turned upside down, but life will go on.
Okay, so with reverse 1999, they have so many dates to choose. I wonder if they would actually go to the 80s or just BCE or baka mapunta tayo sa panahon ng ano. 'Di ba? Panahon na hindi pa hindi 19s or hindi 1900s. Umabot tayo sa Anno Domini. Imagine. Umabot kaya tayo dun. Ganun ba katagal ka? Yung ano. If I recall, DK is around 1800s. Oh. What I meant is like AD, like before the common era. Kapanahonan pa ni Kristo, oo, ganun. Yung mga, like ancient civilizations time pa, ganun. Pointer is gone. Winsong has her own geological surveys. Though everyone that's left seem to be looking to Elizabeth for answers. She tries to choose her words deliberately, but she has hardly ever been comforted, so she doesn't know how to comfort others.
So, now that you know what's at stake, are you ready to officially join Laplace?
Jesus Christ, next 6-star character of Data Spirit. I think they're with reverse though. They just have like they mention famous people, like oh this guy is an arcanist, but they don't show them. They just mention like famous people in the history and stuff, but they're not playable though. You know.
I'm afraid there is still a great deal I cannot tell you until then. Many of the answers you're seeking are classified for employees only.
Wait, and there are some that are playable though, but they're actually they were not confirmed to be real. If no artwork or sprite of them, most likely they are stormed.
Pardon me, Miss Elizabeth, but given the danger of the mission we are expecting Kiparina to perform, I think she has the right to know what the storm really is.
I understand that you don't want to go against Laplace's rules, but I'll bet there aren't any rules against me figuring it out. And you simply nodding. Am I right?
Elizabeth nods, so Kiparina goes on.
I won't get to see Mr. Kozlov or get that gift in the future, so if I join Laplace, I won't see anyone from Utranyaya ever again.
She hesitates, but at last nods again.
The choice is yours. I won't force you to do anything. Remember the day we first met in the restaurant? I said I would write you a recommendation. I was serious. I still am. In fact, it's already done. Winsong has signed on to it too. And our Foundation friend behind you is prepared to offer another guarantee, just in case. We will make a recommendation for your friend Voyager as well. But that's all we can do. I'm afraid we can't protect everyone. Nor can we make this decision for you. Do you want to keep going?
The question isn't just for Kiparina. If they recover the data, if that data is any good, maybe someday no one will have to worry about the storm ever again. But what if they put their lives in jeopardy and gain nothing from it?
If you don't, you'll be allowed to return and accept what's to come. But if you join us, there is a chance to change things.
That is her answer. The only answer she needs to keep going. She's... Oh my god. Okay, goodbye. GG's. Okay, let me do... Before we end, let me do the fights. Bawal auto. Bakit bawal? Auto. Ay, gagi. Hindi siya nag-auto po. Bakit bawal?
Read my prayer. Oh,
Grabe talaga, basta people pleaser na umuuto-uto talaga.
Luke will foresee your rending.
Ay, grabe, hindi magka-joke. Uy. Bad yun. Hindi dapat ganun.
This way, please. What's this?
Ay, gagi. Na-double na pala.
The real troublemaker of a guest, aren't you?
It seems we mixed up. This should be fine, right?
Grabe talaga yung ano.
Eat my prayer.
Yung debuff nila, no? Katakot.
This way, please.
Be gone.
Life hacks move, tas 2 skills ni Tuesday para next round ult agad.
Just like always.
Actually, hindi ko pa na-try yung ano, ult ni ating ano, ni ating Tuesday. Sige, try natin.
A bold attempt.
Ay, hindi siya.
This way, please. My child.
Ay, kulang.
You're waking. At your service.
Ay, card niya ba? Hindi niya ba card yung na-move ko? Kaninang card yung na-move ko? Ay, kay Willow pala, bobo. Sorry po. Galit na ba kayo niyan?
Luke will foresee your rending in the name of darkness. It's for your sake.
Okay, ayun. Ult niya na.
Your room is like the bonfire. I repeat my prayer. Knock, knock. Room service.
Oh. Serial killer ba si Tuesday? Ayun lang pa. Chapter 8 lang pala yung may ganon. Gagi, akala ko meron pa. So ano siya? Ay, hindi ko kaya to. So, caretaker siya ng isang hotel. Oh, pretty ng skin. Tapos horror yung hotel niya. Ano yung pala tapos yung ating dailies. Hindi ko na meet si Tuesday. Anong skipper? Like, hindi ko talaga alam na may Tuesday. Like, pati event niya, kahit skip ko yung event niya, wala. Wala naman akong ma-skip kasi hindi naman ako naglaro. Tapos, nagtatapos siya ilang beses binanggit hotel ni Tuesday sa MSQ niya dalaw pero adyo na lang. Ay, hotel niya ba yun? Yung sinasabi? Promise day, wala akong alam kay Tuesday. Teka. Bank. Saan ba yun? Dito. nakuha ako sa ano? Kay Voyager. Wala pa ako kay... Wala pang signature ata si Voyager. Wala ba? Ano ba gamit ni Voyager? Saan ba si Voyager? Nawawala. Ayun. Basta slot yung Sweetheart na Psyche. Sweetheart na Psyche. Ito? 5 star lang? Ay, hindi pala 5 star. 6 star pala. Ito ba? Yung Luxurious Leisure? Ay, kaso wala naman akong team sa kanya. Ito, wala din.
Virgin abrió la puerta de golpe.
Ay,
Come on
Duncan!
in, friend. Doors always open.
Ay, gagi. Sino ba yung hindi natapos dito? Si Pickles pa pala.
Now, should I put the playhouse near those books?
No matter business or bonding, you're always
Need ng Euphoria ni Miss New Babel para dun sa ano niya? Para dun sa Joe Babels. Ano yun? Joe Babel? If na-refer, pwede mo kunin yung kay Marcus. Wala akong ano ni Marcus. Hindi ko yata naayos resonance ni Babel tsaka choose. Ay, hindi pa ba naayos yung... sige lang. Sige, ilagay na lang muna. Para maalala natin na hindi pa pala sila ayos.
or bonding, you're always welcome.
Whatever's simple, soft, soothing.
Check ko bukas na. I'm tired. I'm tired, yarn. Ay, natapos na weeklies. Dito yun, no? Saan yun? 10 p.m.
Sometimes children would gather to tell scary stories.
Ano bang ginagawa sa anecdote? Ah, 5 star. Mga materials. Side story. Skip po ba yan? Oo. Si Voyager hala nakalagay dito. Oh wait, hindi natin nagawa yung ano. Ito, survey niya. Sige, skip ko na ito pag-open ko. Yung R-code palitan mo. Hindi si Voyager yung choice. Ha? Oh, ito ba yung team niya? Ang funny talaga baliktad si ate.
Join with us, comrades.
Oh, may shield sila. Gagi, may mga shields na yung mga pangit. Doon sa summon, pwedeng hindi si Voyager yung choose. Bakit hindi pwede? Wala na tayong iba eh.
Our minds are as one, never alone and rarely outnumbered. Our minds are as one.
Más allá del concepto mundano del tiempo. Time waits for no one, even for a great feat.
Bakit si Truvis?
Time waits for no one, even for a great feat.
Wala lang, Mema. Trip mo lang.
We picked up this big jump in this simulation. Do I have to do this?
Wait, bakit ang kapal-kapal ng ano nila? Ng e-shield?
Discoveries are measured in increments.
I admire your courage.
Climb aboard and prepare to meet your maker. Science!
En todos los momentos, el camino a Tlon.
Just think.
The stars are within your reach.
Wow. Ba yan? Sined ba naman sa outer space?
A truly villainous moment.
En la acumulación de laberintos, suéltale todo una vez más.
Wow. Grabe naman ng mga skills ng mga teta ninyo. Para try mo talaga. Siyempre, di mo try tigman. Na-frozen tayo, te!
I will remember your sacrifice.
En todos los momentos. Planhe. Candy.
Life is a better reaction na old.
Idealismo. Vuelos de fantasía. Patrones ocultos. Down.
Ano yung stimula niya sa team na to? Pag nag-ult na siya? Yun ba yun?
Our minds are as one. Discoveries are measured in increments. The show's on.
We share the same dream.
Never alone and rarely. Climb aboard and prepare to meet your maker. Science! Our minds are as one.
Ult buff or ult control?
No. Even for a great feat.
Ah, nakakanakaw siya ng Moxie, di ba?
The stars are within your reach.
No! Ay, yun. Nanakawan sila. Ala, kaso siya. Hoy, online pa siya. Oo, 10-20. Hindi pa daw ano eh.
Never alone, climb aboard.
El camino a Tlon.
Ano daw, maaga pa daw, te. Tumayon.
We picked up this big jump in
Lahat, lapag po lahat versatile ni Elizabeth as old. Ano ba yun?
En la
Sige, maya.
acumulación de laberintos, suéltale todo una vez más. A mais fácil.
Ow!
More than words. Like agree
Ow!
to disagree.
Ano to? Ano nga to?
Never
Lahat
alone
ba
and
to?
rarely outnumbered. Discoveries are measured in our minds are as
Kahit
one.
yung 1
Never
star?
alone and rarely outnumbered. Climb aboard and prepare to...
En todos los momentos, más allá del concepto mundano. Planhe.
The stars are within your reach. The stars are within your reach.
adversarios del tiempo. Cosmología, filosofía
Thank
clásica,
you very
el
shy
fundamento
Reaper.
del mundo.
Ano yung ba't natanggal yung...
Ay, that hurt.
So, kailangan, hindi mo talaga pwedeng hindi mo talaga pwedeng tawag yan? I-auto si ating Elizabeth kasi hindi usually ginagamit ng auto yung versatile, di ba?
The show's on, Hans.
I admire your courage.
Never alone and rarely up. Discoveries are measured in increments. Climb aboard and prepare to meet your maker.
Hindi ba basahin ni Otto yung versatile cards niya? Hindi kami friend. Hindi ko gusto yung playstyle na hindi pwedeng i-auto.
The stars are within your reach.
This hurts more than words.
Kaya di umuwi. Ayun lang.
Our minds are as one. Discoveries are measured. Climb aboard and prepare to meet your maker. Our minds are as one.
El camino a Tlon.
The stars are within your reach.
Ang tagal mamatay ng bulilit, oh.
En la acumulación de laberintos, suéltalo todo una vez más.
Nya! Na-frozen na naman si ate girl!
El camino a Tlon. We share the show's on, Hans. Más allá del concepto mundano del tiempo. En la acumulación de laberintos.
Ah, pag mag-ult si Villa. Ah!
En la acumulación de laberintos.
Yung ult ni Recoleta, parang ult ni Sushang sa Honkai Impactor.
For everyone.
Oh, nice.
Even for a great feat. Nuestra aliado es la verdad.
I admire your courage.
Discoveries are measured in increments. Climb aboard and prepare to meet your maker. Science.
En todos los momentos.
Never alone and rarely outnumbered.
Keep up the pace.
Ay, Eureka pala yun. Hindi ko binasa. Ayun, namatay na sila. Ano ba yan?
That one's good.
Exactly.
Nag-overtime sa healing si Ate Villa, oh. Alam mo, te, yung kay kay Aleph, hindi ko natapos yung niya. Hindi ko natapos yung event niya kasi napagod daw. Yung part 1 lang ni Aleph yung ginawa. Perma naman yung game mode niya. Ni Aleph? Wala na dito, di ba? Wala na eh.
Simple.
Puntahan mo sa chapter 9.
Who would have thought a
Ah, sa
person
chapter
without
9.
fear could exist in
Ay, bobo. May makukuha ka pa rin ba? Ay, ito. Ooh! Okay, thank you! Yeah! Oh yeah, I haven't done... okay, we haven't finished this as well. May ano pa tayo. Pero di gagawin niya. True. It's very true.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first?
How do you know? That's so true. Yung Candy Crush kay Brimley, di ba niya ata binuksan eh? Ano yung Candy Crush kay Brimley? Ano yan? Kailan yan? Tutulugan lang niya yan. True bestie. Ano yung nalaman? Kilalang kilala niya talaga ako. Yung kay Goat, White Rum. Nalaro ko ata Slight yun. Nalaro ko Slight ata. Slight lang. Pero ang dami pang ano. Ang daming ano, ang dami pa natin kukunan ng ano, ng stone. Doon lang sa part 1. Oo, part 1 lang ata. Kumuha lang ako ng copy ni White Rum tapos GG's na agad. Pati yung A Series of Dusk. May mga time na like I did play A Series of Dusk pero parang katagalan. Napagod din akong laruin. Yung mga weeklies mo nga, ino-open ko yung dating event stories.
Thank you for your cooperation. Check my calculation.
Grabe, yung ultan pa niya yan. Ito lang yung ayaw ko. Ang haba kasi ng mga ult nila. Wala silang ult na simplified version. Spam mo lang piano, V, tas iwas combat lang. Ano? Oh my god, we got 200 clear drops! What the saan galing yan? Ang dami nun. Hindi ko ba ina-open to? Ay, bongga! Full nga tayo. Baliw talaga yun. Na-miss ko na ng mga 4 digit na drops. Hindi, si Uncle Beans to. Thanks, Uncle Beans. Pag nakuha mo, ewan ko lang. Tapusin mo nga event ko. Naurat ako eh. Event saan? Event ng ano? Oh, last na. Teka, ilan na ako? Parang 30 posts na ako eh. 31. Uma ba? Te, 30 minutes ka na lang, te. Hello? Oti, may umuwi. Sana si Patutu. What can I say? What can I say, my dude? Chariman lang Sam. Patutu. 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 Si Isabeth yan for sure. Patutu. Please. Patutu. 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 Si Patutu. Mineral. Spirit? Sino yan?
Someone is just a knight, nameless, wandering, beholden to thee for taking me in. If thou dost not
Grabe,
mind,
1.0
please let
character
someone
pati.
serve thee till the end.
Kala ko si Isolde. Masaya sana kung si Isolde. Hindi ayaw talaga ni Patuto umuwi. Mainggit na ako. Kala ko Isolde. Okay na yan. Makakatulog ako mahimbing. Uy, grabe sila sa akin. Pag dito ba ako nag-pull kay Koya, matatalo pa rin ako. Hindi. Same sila ng ano. Same sila ng banner. A-Night na wala pa rin. Euphoria. Diba nauna pa Euphoria yung iba? Si A-Night wala.
Patience is a virtue.
Hindi na ginagamit si A-Night ngayon, diba?
Bonjour. Comment allez-vous?
Oh my God. Si Chamber pala ito. Gagi. Oh, nagpapalit din siya ng damit.
Oh, Furton. Talk about clumsy parenting. When it's late at night and a child won't stay asleep, what you ought to do is stomp up to
Tama
their
na.
door.
Ayoko na mag-pull. Tama na. Talo na. Si Patuto lang yung gusto natin. Ala, nangyari sa model ko. Bumaba yung model. Teka nga. Yan. Pupul ka sa AC collab. Separate ba banner nila? Baka. Kasi naman, ano naman eh. Wala naman akong control sa sarili ko pag atcha. Pero hindi ako nag-Assassin's Creed ha. So like, I don't know the characters there. Baka pagpupul lang. Kasi inggitera ako ganun. Baka Ezio daw. Na-finalize na ba? May na ba sila? May drip marketing na ba sila kung about sino yung lalabas? Or wala pa? Ezio yun panigurado. Wala akong kilala sa kanila. Yun yung sumikat ng todo sa AC. Ala pa pero yung date August 7. Oh, next month na. So, walang usog pa pala si Nautica. What if isabay din nila sa isabay nila sa banner? Katulad ng ginawa ng Star Red. Sabay ang Saber event at saka si Pydon. Sama ng ugali, no? Isabay yung collab character. Hanap tayo ng baka may nag-reverse 1999. Ubusan ata ng utak and pera. Gusto mo eh. Di marunong kumata si Blue Pok eh. In fairness naman kasi sa Blue Pok, generous naman sila. I mean, for me, generous sila sa akin. I mean, dami naman nilang binibigay din na mga rewards. Lalo na trauma, yun, pinakamagrabing reward yun. Oh, si Sen nag-uma na din. Saan ba tayo punta? Wala nagre-reverse 1999. I'm very sad. Sumpa pa rin sa akin 2.5. Ano nga yung 2.5? Sila Liang Yue, di ba? Sa akin, kina Liang Yue at saka Hot Wheels. Sino si Hot Wheels? Alam mo yung funny sa akin kasi wala talaga akong plan to pull for Liang Yue. Kasi sabi ko ay hindi ko masyadong trip. Eh, di ba may decathon? May libre? Eh, sayang naman yun, di ba? Ayun, nagpull ako. Umuwi siya. Tapos sabi nila kasi, mahirap si Liang Yue pag hindi P1. So, yun. Nagpa-pull talaga tuloy ako ng 75 ulit para sa P1 niya. Buti lang nga hindi ako natalo sa 50-50. First 10, opo. Yung sa Decathon na lang talaga ako nag-pull. Eh, umuwi nga siya, di ba? Ayaw. Sorry po! Twitch, seryoso yun. Marami na sabi ito. Meron na ako mga friends na nag-quit sa reverse dahil sa luck ko. Kaya pala minsan sa love the shift, tapos iningit mo ba? Sorry po. Kaya nga mag-daily luck ka everyday, Chip, para mahawa ka sa tawag dyan, sa luck. So far, yung nahawahan ko pala ng luck si Chef eh. Pagpasensyahan mo na yan, Chip, ganyan talaga po. Oy! Ikaw kaya grabe din kaya swerte mo, di ba? Nag-one pull kay anak siya. Nakuha niya agad si anak siya. Kasi namali siya ng pull. Malakas na mag-inggit yan. Kaya di nauwi yung gusto niyan eh. Ha? Kaya di nauwi mga gusto niyan eh. True, gumagana naman so far. Kaso yung rice shawa ko sa umo parang ewan. Yung swerte ko tinimingin ko. Kada pull. Yeah, you pull when I pull, guys. It works. Anyway, we'll be going to Ken right now. So yeah, GG's everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bukas is Nikkei. Bye-bye! Love kayo ni Meow as a friend. Oh.